Now whip it good.
Hello, hello. Welcome to another WIP IT Sundays. Tonight, I get my messages from somebody.
Yeah, it's
We got,
telling me that the stream started.
Oh, by the way, the stream's starting.
Yeah.
We got WIP and we got Don coming. Don.
Good morning.
We got some people in the house already. We got King Solo. Something Wong. Hello all. Box of Cannons evening. Hey Darth. WIP IT crew. We got the hello family. Family. You had the finger on the trigger on that one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we did.
What's happening, Darth?
We finished up. If you've checked out my Instagram, I just posted some finished pictures of my She-Hulk. She's
My
all
She-Hulk?
done. What now?
Is it my She-Hulk? What?
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 But
She looks great, man.
love how she turned out.
You know what? I mean, you couldn't ask for if they were to release that thing, man. That would be like a dream. That's
Yeah, it is a perfect candidate for them to do a comic style. It is so close to the comic book look. They could just easily just put a comic style head on this body and get the colors more comic accurate, and have a really good comic book style She-Hulk and a smiling face. Every picture on the box, the artwork on the picture has her smiling on the Disney Plus one, and she comes with a bored expression.
I know.
Oh. Hello.
What up?
What's happening, man?
I was just showing off my completed She-Hulk on the.
Hey.
Hey, there he is.
What's going on, guys?
Oh, goodness.
Been a while.
Work's been killing me. It's out all day with the wife for her birthday.
Oh, everything went good on the birthday?
Oh, yeah. Did everything she wanted to do, and now she's just getting ready to comatose on the couch.
Cool. Yeah, we got the She-Hulk finished up. I'm about ready to start buttoning up the Power Girl, too. The only thing left paint-wise on her is to do the dry brushing on the hair for the highlights. Then I got hit her with some dull coats.
Look at that.
So a little touch up on the hands too.
Darth says, what's up with this though? What's up, Geek Fusion?
What's going on, Darth?
Yep. Hello.
Hey.
Standing room only.
Got a little bit of touch-up work on the Power Girl hands. I missed the tips of her fingers. I was painting the tops and the bottom, and I forgot the middle. Like with Hasbro says, it's got top, middle, and I missed that middle part.
You got a comment, Jared.
Oh,
What figure you're making with the Colossus for your torso?
Oh, that is actually just going to be a Colossus itself. I'm using the Marvel Select Colossus head, and I'm actually getting this prepped up. I'm going to be using this with the chroming tutorial. I'm going to do a chromed out Colossus.
Wow, that should look sweet.
So I hit them with some like a silver, then I clear coated the silver. Cleaned up the Marvel Select head, got all the seam lines off of it, hit it with some clear coat after touching up the paint. So after it sets and cures for a while, then it'd be ready for graphite. You want to make sure your paint's nice, dry, and cured before you start doing that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But you can quit anytime you want.
Oh, absolutely.
Anytime.
As soon as I get done of chroming everything.
Then you got to buy more stuff to chrome.
Exactly. I can't help it at lots. They keep putting stuff, dull silver on stuff, and it needs to be shiny. It's not my fault. I can stop.
It's their fault.
It's,
All right, so pull it tight. See what you got.
what's everybody else working on tonight?
We're gonna get these orders in from my Moon Knight capes.
Oh yeah, Merman should be there tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
It said Monday when I shipped it, but they seem to make a liar out of it sometimes, though.
They do. They do.
And your stuff should be coming back to you tomorrow as well, I think, no?
Dang, I gotta work tomorrow. My coworker's not gonna be there though, so that's good. So the seat on this guy is weird.
Hey, we got family in the house. My big sister's in the chat. Oh.
Family.
You were snoozing on that one. What's going on, man? Oh.
He's watching TV.
Family.
For the whole, we can make or can we make obscene jokes? Not in the first hour.
Yeah.
They'll. Besides Power Girl, I'm working on too. I decided to go ahead and just crack open my retro card at Lady J, and I'm going to do a mix between the first release and the retro card. In the cartoon, she had a lighter color green top and darker green pants. So that's what I'm actually going to do. I'm going to put the darker green pants onto the retro card's upper torso. But I'm also going to do a wash to the lower body too, give it some little more depth and shading to it. Since I got it apart, might as well just go ahead and go all out. I think I'll do an olive green. I'm doing a black wash on the lower body. On the lighter green, I'm going to do the olive green wash. I'm using the Testors Create FX or whatever they call them now. So the wood stains, acrylic wood stains. This is what they used to be called, the Create FX acrylic washers.
I really hope those Mighty Warriors gets funded.
Shang-Chi's arms is the same as Legion's. I would assume they are. That's what's cheap.
Which one, John?
The Almighty Warriors?
The Almighty Legends?
Yeah.
No, they're not.
They're a little over halfway. I'm really hoping it gets a lot closer. I'm a little worried.
These are not the arms off Shang-Chi.
Yeah, Shang-Chi's more ripped than
these, from the waist down is Shang-Chi, or Shang-Chi, whatever you want to pronounce it. The arms actually are the pizza Spidey arms. I just opened him today. This is actually convenient.
He should have started out with like 2 or 3 prototype figures, and that would have did it. A bunch of different wings on different figures.
Working on a a Halo mech suit to use with 1/12 G.I. Joe Cobra. Cool.
Anybody buy any new figures this week?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna be opening a few.
Oh yeah.
The skeletons came in from boss fight on Big Bad, but they're sitting in my pile of loot. And I want you to know, them guys put up another like 4 more for pre-order. Like that day.
I got some stuff from the warehouse sale came in. I got the Mojo box set. Since it was on discount, finally picked it up.
How much did that run?
90 something, I think, with the discount. If you're a non-subscriber, it's 30% off, and if you're a member, it was 35.
I think I spent like $125 on it, regular.
I just couldn't justify giving them money, a full price figure money for that Wolverine thing.
Oh yeah, that 1/4-inch figure.
Yeah, that was just such a ripoff.
I don't know why you're even doing the X babies.
Well,
Evening.
it'd be one thing if it was actually a figure. It's a figurine.
Yep. What are you saying, Don?
Oh no, just saying evening. 20.
Yeah, that's like a 3.1 pack.
Good evening, Sector 2813. What sector is that in the DC? Is that Earth?
2814 is Earth, right?
No, I think 2813 is Earth.
I always thought it was funny. Like all the sectors get to. Oh, it's Krypton. Cool. They were slacking on their job.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. They need fired.
They like went to the bathroom on some moon. Like, oops.
It's like going through a drive-through, intergalactic big gulp. It's like, what? Wait, what? Let's see.
Like, oh, I didn't know how bad things were down there. Oh, dang it.
Toma Ray sector. Okay.
Definitely shouldn't have taken that month-long vacation.
Yeah, the original Lady J's definitely got more paint on her outfit. A lot less paint on than.
I just repainted her face, and I was happy with her.
Yeah, you could easily just do it. Do that, or if you get the retro card one, more likely she going. The stores are flooded with her. She was peg warming before they even came out with the retro card one. It's kind of weird to teach her to do retro card. Oh, I finally watched the Luther movie today.
Looper?
The Luther TV series. They had a movie basically.
Luther with Idris Elba.
Luther.
Yeah.
Oh, Luther. I thought you said Looper.
The Dream One.
which is also a good movie.
But the,
What did you think of it?
I liked it till the end climax. Then, like the budget was really showing itself at the end. None of those people looked like they were cold. That was supposed to be in a frozen wasteland. He should have been in severe hypothermia.
Wait, are we talking about the movie that just came out?
Yeah.
No, don't say anything because I definitely haven't seen it.
But I liked it though.
One of my favorite characters, without a doubt.
I noticed the ab crunch was really tight when I was taking them apart. So I figured just while I got into it, just drilled out a little bit.
I have to figure out a way to get those legs to move on that new Jubilee in the blue and yellow suit because her legs don't go up for crap.
Oh, they don't?
Nope. I think I showed Dom. I think I got it a quarter way up what normally it would go. So I don't know if there's extra flashing in the hip joints area or what's going on. I have to pop the legs off to see what's going on. Wasn't worth what I paid for that box set.
Man, you sure are speaking 2023 to me.
And disadvantage being a damn completionist.
Yeah. I'm lucky I'm not in that mindset anymore. I used to be hardcore into that mindset.
Oh, no way. Couldn't do it.
Yeah, those legs were pretty brutal. Modesto, I
Yeah,
really
they
don't
were.
understand. I don't understand why they made a looks like an all new mold for a teenage.
Actually, I took a look at it. I think it's actually on the old teenage buck, but the arms are new from the elbow down because that's a sculpted. They didn't put a separate piece for the gloves. It's just a sculpted piece, and you can see the bleed through on the paint. They were real light on the paint.
Yeah.
Gotta save that money.
Yeah, because the other two were fine. Well, Forge kind of looks constipated in the face, and he's a little bit too light for being Native American.
Well, a lot of people like the. A lot of people are liking the Gambit pack.
Sorry, what?
A lot of people like the Gambit pack better than the Forge 3 pack.
Yeah, that's the next one coming in. I think I get that one in the mail probably in about a month.
I still have never understood why Forge has Parva pants below his knee.
I don't know. It's always been that way. It's just weird.
It's where he keeps the screws.
Because the lower section of the leg has pins, but the upper section of the leg doesn't. So it's like pinless, half pinned. It's weird.
Box of Cannons is asking, who are the lanterns who were supposed to be watching it when Krypton exploded?
Adrian said Tomari sectors. Hasbro can hit Monkey and Rocket, but not Howard or Spider-Ham. You want to know something though? The Disney, was it the box thing or whatever? It's their more animated style. There was a Spider-Man that came with a vehicle, and he came with Spider-Ham, and that Spider-Ham was as articulated as a Marvel Legend. I actually own it, and it's a lot cheaper if you buy that they call it Toy Box series or whatever.
Isn't that one? Wouldn't it like Was it from a game or something? Or it looked like it was from a game. Where they're a little more.
Yeah, they had the game, but it kind of like has a life of its own.
Yeah, it was. Man, I tell you though, that Spider-Ham, the articulation is incredible for such a small figure. Like it's fully articulated, and I'm like, they released a Spider-Ham as part of the Monster Venom wave, and he barely moved. And this one that's a pack-in with a Spider-Man figure for a lot cheaper than the price of one Marvel Legend, ends up having better articulation, and it was an all-around better figure.
They're on a roll with those damn figs like that, especially that stupid Howard the Duck one. That thing barely had any articulation on it.
Yeah. There's a second one who was a blue alien, but I don't know his name. Wasn't that the guy who gave Hal Jordan his power at the ring? I don't know.
Yeah, you can get him on eBay for like $20.
Morales. Yeah.
What was it, Matt?
That Spider-Ham, you can get him on eBay for like $20, and he's way more articulated.
Oh, you see him?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's a nice figure.
He's a little more cartoony, but I mean, it looks good. He's got a big dumb smile on his face, but
it's a hell of a lot better than the Marvel. Either the pack-in ones or the Marvel Legend one. So what do you guys think of that whole, all those cryptic messages from Zack Snyder?
I don't know.
I mean, I'm not sure. I actually doubt that it's anything. I think it's probably a nothing burger. I doubt that DC is gonna want to do two universes at the same time.
no, he's just doing it. It's just like last time he did this crap where he was doing like a special screening of one of the movies. It's the same thing. He's just probably doing a special screening, or it's going to pop up in some movie theaters around the country, the full Snyder cut version and that kind of crap. That's all it is. There's not going to be a second universe. There's no more Snyderverse. That's just all a lot of wishful thinking. That's not going to happen. When everybody finally realizes what it is, everybody's going to be like, "Oh, that was it." Like,
it would just make stuff far more confusing, and I'm sure James Gunn, which is kind of the head honcho now in charge of all that stuff, would be like, "No, man, like this. All you're gonna do is make it more confusing for everybody."
It doesn't make any sense to have they're already going to be doing some one-offs with like the Batman and the Joker movies.
Exactly.
And they're not going to have a whole other Justice League universe crap. They would never do that. They shouldn't do that. It would make no sense. And look, I like about half the movies that came out in the quote-unquote, Snyderverse. But let's be honest, the other half of them sucked. Half of the movies were horrible. So, this is not and even some of the ones that were good weren't exactly like big blockbuster box office killers, So, it sucks. I'm a huge fan of Henry Cavill. I think he's the best Superman we've ever gotten.
Oh, absolutely.
Obviously their plan didn't work. They had a bunch of different people running a studio that wasn't even its own studio, the way Marvel or Lucasfilm or so many others are, right? Like it's just kind of under the Warner Brothers umbrella, and it went through so many people trying to control what was going on. The one person who at least had a vision, whether you like it or you don't, they kicked him out, and that was Schneider, right? So like it was just kind of a clusterfuck of movies coming out, and it was real hit or miss. And if they ever want to do what DC deserves, which is give people a good, solid, cohesive universe, they need to start it over. Like they need to. Like it's just it's been limping along for the last 10 years.
Yeah, you know what though, some of the Snyder movies that people are saying were like fantastic. They were good. Personally, I know there's mixed feelings about Man of Steel. Some people thought it was too dark. Some people, I really liked it. I like the way they went about doing his history rather than do a huge segment on his background. They just showed those little flashbacks of him thinking, and I like that. I like the way they handled that. I like Man of Steel, but I mean, in all fairness to Snyder, I think the movies that Snyder didn't do were just as equally bad, if not worse.
Well, I personally think Man of Steel is one of the greatest comic book movies of all time.
I love Man of Steel.
Myself, I love that movie. I think it's a fantastic Superman movie. I know a lot of people don't like it for whatever reason. I don't know. Superman doesn't kill people. Shut up. But I get it. Whatever. But yeah, the universe itself. I mean, when you look at whether it's Wonder Woman 1984 or the original theatrical cut of both Superman v Batman or Batman v whatever the movie was called, the original Joss Whedon cut of Justice League, the first Suicide Squad, like Black Adam, let's be honest, like I watched it once and was like, oh, that was okay. You know what I mean? Like half the movies that they've put out there just aren't good. No. And the only way two of the biggest movies that they put out, which is Batman v Superman and Justice League, the only way we got good versions of those is they had to go back after the fact and give us a director's cut.
Yeah,
like,
and they wanted to knock out
a successful franchise.
Yeah,
if they wanted to knock out Black Adam, Captain Marvel movie, they could have just done a live action of the animated Superman versus Black Adam versus Captain Marvel movie. Yeah. That animated one was fantastic.
Oh yeah, no, it really was. But they didn't. They went with The Rock banking on his star power to make even let's be honest, a crappy movie good. And look, it was stupid fun, I guess, and I'm glad I went to see it. But like, it was in no way, shape, or form a great movie. No. It was an okay movie, right?
It was fun, yeah.
It was worth seeing one time. It's not a movie I'll probably ever watch again. So like it's their universe. And I'm more of a Marvel fan than I'm a DC fan, but I grew up reading Superman. And whether it's Superman, Batman, Justice League, Green Lantern, all these characters, they deserve more than they got in this kind of thrown together crap that we've gotten in the last 10 years out of Warner Brothers. And so while it sucks that we're losing Henry Cavill, because I think he was really the only good thing that came out of that. Like, he's the only person that I look at all the movies that came out and went, man, that's going to be hard to replace. Everybody else, I don't care. I don't care about Ben Affleck Batman. I don't care about Jason Momoa as Aquaman or Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. Like, she did great in the first movie. First movie's awesome. But like, these are all replaceable people. Yeah. And like, you need to reboot this and give it the time and attention that it deserves from people who care about the characters. Because I want to see a good DC universe on screen. We know it can be done. They just haven't been able to do it. So it's time to reboot it.
I'm thinking about what you said earlier about people who complain about Man of Steel. Oh, Superman doesn't kill. Excuse me. Did you not watch the Christopher Reeves movie? What happened to Zod and his crew in the second part? You think they survived that fall?
They
Yeah.
died.
It's a lot of people who selectively choose what they do and don't want to acknowledge or whatever. Look,
Well,
He
He's
was
even
also
killed in the comics. It messed him up, but he's killed in the comics.
yeah.
Yeah. But
Well,
you know,
I was one of those, hey, he doesn't kill and all that destruction, that's BS at first, but then I came around and was like, well, this is his first real go around and he's learning how to be Superman and he's learning lessons.
So the point of that scene was to show that that's when he learned he never wanted to kill. That's when he's
True.
just become Superman and he had to do this horrible thing that he didn't want to do. Not only was it horrible that he had to kill somebody, but he had to kill one of the only other people left in the universe that's like him.
yeah.
You know, and he that was supposed to be the moment that he learned that he would do everything in his power from that point on to never have to kill anybody ever again. You know, and everybody just got all upset about it. And I'm like, okay, well, whatever. I don't know, man. I love that movie. It's, I think, like I said, one of the greatest comic book movies I've ever seen in my life. You know,
But you know what, though, man? This is the thing, though. Like, I'm agreeing with you 100%. But the people who are complaining about him doing that, about having to kill, the people who are complaining are people who are saying, "Oh, no way, he's not better than Christopher Reeve." You know, Christopher Reeve was a real Superman. And like, I love Christopher Reeve. Like, I mean, his movies. You know, like, I mean, we all grew up on that movie. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, we're pretty much all in the same age bracket, and that was like a movie when we were a kid. We were like stunned, like we were like watching a man fly on TV. It's amazing, you know what I mean? And then, but these are the people that are comparing Man of Steel to the original Superman movies. Now they're the ones complaining about Superman killing Zod, but Superman killed Zod in the Christopher Reeves movies too.
mm-hmm.
Well,
So like, I mean,
well, Zod was a dumbass. He just should just terraformed Mars,
yeah, well, pretty much.
or one of Jupiter's moons.
Titan.
First of all, I just have to say, Man of Steel is way better than any of the Christopher Reeves movies. Because I think, even though I'm not the biggest fan of the original Christopher Reeves movies, I think everybody can agree only half those movies are any good because two of them are god awful jokes of a movie. And the other two are okay. Like, they were okay for 1978 and 1980. They were okay movies for that period of time.
Even with the bad one, the third one though, the junkyard scene was pretty good.
Oh, that was a cool scene. Yeah, it was a cool scene in a horrible movie, but it was a good scene.
I got my magnetized LEDs in my NCR Ranger helmet.
Nice.
If we can scroll back to the Man of Steel movies, my only complaint against that movie is like the coloration. If they could have used more vibrant colors and less grayed out
there
color scheme, it would have been, I think.
Well, and the filter they used for that movie, which I agree with you, because if you've ever seen any of the behind the scenes, either footage or pictures from that movie, his costume is bright blue and red. Like the way it looked when he was wearing it, when they were filming scenes, and everything around them was really colorful. And for some reason, they put some sort of filter on that whole movie that kind of dulled everything out, which I think, first of all, was a shame, not only for his costume, which still looked good, but also for the entire first 25 minutes of the movie on Krypton. If that had been more colorful and vibrant, because first of all, I love that opening scene. I think that's really cool because it's the first time we've ever really gotten to see Krypton in movie form ever. And I thought they did a pretty good job of giving us this kind of new incarnation of Krypton. But if that had been more colorful and bright, I think it would have been much better. But yeah, I don't know what the deal was with the filters they put on that movie. I guess to make it darker or something. I'm like, it would have been fine without it.
Magnified.
Yeah. And I get it. He does this, because he's always done that. I mean, he did it. you know, he
Dark. It's all
he
got to
did
be
it in Dawn of the
dark.
Dead. He did it in 300. He did it in Sucker Punch. Like he does
Sucker
that in all
Punch.
of his movies. Give it this look, and I get that, but you know, I think that is one thing I understand. You know,
It's a
I
damn
can agree
superhero
with
movie,
that.
dude. Get over it.
Yeah.
Well, gentlemen, I think that's my time. So
I didn't like the fact that Batman was just killing the hell out of everybody.
You done, Don?
yeah, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get up in the morning, 4 in the morning. It's 9 o'clock, 9:30 currently. So
Don, did you send me your address? I don't remember.
I don't know. I think so. I don't know, but I can send it to you when I get off here.
Okay, do that, and I can send you that orc.
Yeah. Well, we'll talk about that offline. All right, gentlemen. I appreciate it. I hope you guys have a good night,
Have a good night, my friend.
and
Take
I'll
care,
see
Don.
you guys next time.
Later.
Have a good one.
So yeah, and going back to that, a lot of people said about the destruction caused in Man of Steel. What do you think would happen if superpowered beings were to actually fight in a city? Did we not watch Avengers? Can we not agree that there would be damage? Because as much as, even if Superman was trying to prevent the damage, how much could he prevent it in a fight like that? You know what I mean? It's like, I think the movie was good, and it kind of brought a realistic point to what would happen if that was really going to happen in a city. You know?
Ain't true, but Superman in the books is always good about taking it outside, taking it somewhere else.
Yeah.
I like how they handled the new the animated universe with one of the first villains he fights is Parasite. It's zaps his power, absorbs his powers. I thought it was a nice touch. We're used to overpowering everything, then you get somebody who can steal your powers and make you weak.
Has anybody in here watched any of the new animated movies? Because I actually like, I think most of the ones that came out in that, what's it been? What was it, like an 8-year period of time from the Flashpoint movie all the way up to the Justice League Dark Apocalypse War movies, where they kind of created that, you know, Flashpoint universe, and then at the end Flash has to go back and reset everything. And I know that was supposed to like reset the animated movies. I know there's been a couple. I know there was a Green Lantern movie that
I watched the Superman movie. That one was pretty good.
Yeah, I haven't watched that one. The only one I've watched is Super Sons, which is, you know, Jonathan Kent and then Damian Wayne, which was actually pretty good. I thought it would be more geared towards kids.
I have that one. I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, it was actually really good. I like that one a lot. But I haven't watched the Green Lantern one. I think, didn't they come out with a Supergirl one here in the last month or something?
Yeah.
I haven't watched
Legion of Superheroes or something like that.
Supergirl and Legion of Superheroes.
Yeah, something like that. I haven't watched any of the new ones since Flash reset the animated universe. So I don't know. I you know, other than that Super Sons one. So I don't know if they're any good, or if it's like following anything from the comics, or if it's, you know, or if it's just kind of its own thing, which honestly I kind of liked about, because I think DC's always done really good animated stuff, way better than Marvel has. And I kind of liked that period of those movies that were coming out after that Flash movie.
They've done better animate-wise since Disney took over Marvel. Before Disney took over Marvel's animated stuff was pretty damn good.
It was, but they still didn't have the sheer amount of stuff that DC had. I mean, if you go back to Batman the Animated Series, Superman the Animated Series, Justice League Unlimited, Batman Beyond, then they started getting into movies.
The movies, wow.
DC's stuff has pretty much always consistently been really good, their animated stuff.
What shot Marvel in the foot too, though, they sold the rights to all their properties, like when they before Disney back in the day to stay afloat.
Yeah.
So they couldn't even make shows of a lot of popular characters. When they did the Planet Hulk movie, they had to replace Silver Surfer with Beta Ray Bill because he's tied to the Fantastic Four, and Fox had the rights to it.
Well, and then I remember that one. I don't remember because that first Avengers cartoon that came out. What was it in the 2000s? I think. Where remember they all had like exosuits on and stuff, and then like Captain America, Thor, Iron Man, Hulk weren't even like in the show.
Oh yeah, it's like I think it was late 90s.
Is it late 90s? I can't remember what the name of that movie, what the name of that show. I remember watching a couple episodes whenever it came on, and I was like,
had Wasp and Hank Pym, Ant-Man.
Yeah, I was like, I don't care about Ant-Man to being the leader, and why does everybody have an Iron Man suit on? Like, it doesn't. I mean, although I guess realistically, it is one complaint that I can say.
Why doesn't all the characters have Iron Man suits?
Why don't they all have Iron Man suits? Tony Stark just doesn't want to make them for everybody else? Like, it would make sense, but you know.
I have a bulletproof suit that gives me super strength and makes me bulletproof. Hawkeye, here's a sack of arrows.
Yeah. Yep.
I made you some trick arrows.
Yeah, even the Ultimate Avengers movies were pretty good too.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Well, I've got all those. I've still got those on DVD, and they did the because they did 3 of them. They did Ultimate Avengers, or no, it was just called the Ultimates, Ultimates 1 and Ultimates 2, and then they did a 3rd one that was about their kids.
Next Avengers.
Yeah, Next
Or
Avengers.
No, was it Next Avengers or yeah?
Yeah, it was Next Avengers. I've got all those on DVD. They're actually really good movies. Because I know it might not always be popular because a lot of people in my age range who grew up with Marvel hate it, but I actually really, really like the Ultimate Universe. That was the thing that kind of got me back into comics in the 2000s.
Well, the Ultimate Universe was very popular. I liked it.
But I know a lot of people that hated it. Like, other than Miles Morales, I know a lot of people that hated that. And I never understood why. I mean, it had its issues, but then so does 616.
The X-Men title, it ran for a long time.
Yeah. I thought it was really good. So when those movies came out, those the Ultimates movies, I jumped right on them, and they were great. Like, it was very accurate to the comics.
Yeah. They did change a few things like with the Hulk, because like, I smell you, Betty.
Yeah. Well, there was some things they didn't put in there. So
yeah. And Hulk being a cannibal eating the aliens.
Yeah. But honestly, that was one of the best parts of like the Ultimates, the comic, was I mean, like, you know, brutal. The only thing I really didn't like about it was they kind of turned Captain America into an asshole, who's my favorite comic character. But other than that, I guess he wasn't really an asshole. He was just kind of I don't know. But you know, it was brutal. I mean, just Hulk, you know, just eating people, and you know, it was cool, I guess, you know, because that's not what we got to see. So we got to see these newer versions of the characters, and then, you know, all of a sudden, you know, and then Black Widow turns out to be, you know, a bad guy who, you know, like, there was just a lot of cool stuff in those comics that, you know, and again, you're reading it almost like it's a different universe. So, you know, you still got your regular heroes that you can turn back to when you want. But it was a cool take on all those characters.
No, I liked the multiverse.
Name without saying the Doctor Strange animated film was good. I never watched that.
Yeah, it is good. Honestly, the only one I didn't like was the Iron Man, Invincible Iron Man. It was just kind of boring. I don't know if anybody saw that one. That was the first one they came out with, because remember, it was after they started doing their animated movies after Iron Man came out and was extremely popular. They're like, well, let's do some animated movies. And the first one they came out with was Invincible Iron Man, which was just kind of a bland, boring story. Like, it was okay, but especially in light of the fact we had just gotten a really, really good Iron Man movie, and here's this animated thing that's just kind of like, yeah, that was really the only one I didn't like.
Big shoes to fill.
Yeah.
You know what was annoying too? That one where Iron Man was a teenager.
Oh yeah.
That was like very annoying. But I still really like the Hulk versus movies. Those two movies were amazing.
Yeah.
Well, it went to like what we were talking about too, when with the Hulk and when the Hulk versus Thor, when Loki took Banner out of the Hulk and thought he could keep control over the Hulk.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no, Banner keeps the Hulk in check. It's not that he's a weapon. He is his own personality. It's like another person inside the body. That's what I hate about like Endgame. Like when they push Banner out of the Hulk, that won't knock the Hulk out.
No, exactly.
That lets the Hulk out.
Well, I still like your idea though for what they should have done with the Hulk in Infinity War and Endgame, especially for Endgame. That part where the what's she called?
The ancient
Doctor Strange's mentor there.
The ancient one.
Yeah, when your idea about the tell them your idea. We talked about it.
Yeah, it's like when she pushes Banner out of the Hulk's body, let them have the conversation like near the end of the conversation, instead of her just agreeing like, "Oh, it's Doctor Strange." It's like, well, okay, let's do it. Then near the end of the conversation, had the Hulk's eyes open up and be like, "Put me back, put me back, put me back," so he can keep control over the Hulk. At the end of the movie, they could have implemented that too. He could have went to Doctor Strange and go, "Push me out of the Hulk," and let the Hulk loose on Thanos' army.
Yep.
Do you think they'll ever do anything good with the Hulk in the MCU ever again?
Probably not.
Doubtful he'll be back.
Not after Edward Norton, they're not.
I mean, he's just consistently gotten worse and worse and worse. Although I will say the Hulk was a good character in Ragnarok, just because they let the Hulk be the Hulk for a while, and so he had started to gain his own personality, which was cool. But other than that one little uptick, like he's literally gotten a less and less interesting character ever since the Ed Norton movie.
Catch up on the chat right quick. So there were awesome movies. Man of Steel was good, but Batman vs. Superman was stupid. Yeah. Why did you say that name? All the new DC animated movies are good. Ultimate Avengers versus the Hulk were good. Their Wolverine versus Hulk movie was their best. That was a good one.
Yep.
Doctor Strange animated film was good. All the studio stuff. Iron Man was a little boring. Doctor Strange cartoon was similar to the movie, but better. I don't think I've seen that. Okay, we got a customizing question.
Yeah.
Clear coat question. Tamiya X22 with Mr. Color level thinner, recommended ratio. I don't know with that because I have not used color level thinner at all. So I am not sure on the ratio on that one. I'm sorry.
Probably 1-to-1.
1-to-1.
Start out with a 1-to-1 and see if that hits the thinness that you want. Are you brushing this clear coat on, or you're spraying it?
Let's see. Box of Cans. Has anybody ever tried dropping the Hulk into the sun in the comics?
Why you gotta disrespect the Hulk?
Do what? Do what now?
I said, why does you got to disrespect the Hulk for? Come on. Listen, hold on. You know what, Box of Cannons? You're going to be the first one. You know what?
What have I ever done to make you treat me so disrespectfully?
Maybe
0.5
0.5 to 1. Otherwise, it might run on you.
I can't remember if he's ever been dropped in the sun or not.
I don't remember if he has. That's not a story I remember.
He would just.
It would be something in the 2000s if he did.
Nah, because you know why? A lot of people say if Superman fights the Hulk, Superman just has to throw him into the sun. Oh yeah, because he's just gonna let him.
And it didn't work out too well when he fought Doomsday.
Yeah, it was the horse's head. Yeah.
Let's see. Let's go to get you out here.
Did you guys see that? That I don't know who the original animator is who did it, but he did basically a fight between the Hulk and Superman. It's all over YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
He's got the likeness of Christopher Reeve, and at first it looks like Lou Ferrigno, but you can see it starts to change the appearance of the Hulk as it gets later. He's done it in a whole bunch of different parts, but now you can pretty much watch almost the entirety of it.
What do you think? You think that head is sitting up too high?
Let me blow it up here. A little bit.
Yeah. I have to Dremel it out. Damn it. Didn't want to have to do this.
But it's for its own good.
Box Cannon says yes. I think that's for the question for the head. It is sitting a bit too high. So I know Jared probably bought them. Did you guys see the package pictures of loose collector stuff?
Yeah, I'm a little not pleased with the fact that they put a big old smile on Red Sonja instead of what was solicited. That's not. I've read a few of her trades. She says multiple times as soon as her hand touches a weapon, it's business time. Like, it's no bullshit anymore. And, you know, like when like male patrons and stuff in taverns and shit like that say anything to her and like talk down to her and stuff like that, and she'll tell them, like, you know, as soon as my hand touches the sword, it's on. I'm not playing around anymore.
I didn't even notice it, but I wouldn't be happy if she came with a smiling head only.
Yeah, that's all she comes with. She doesn't come with another faceplate like the other two.
Ooh,
It comes with just a big old smiling face, and now I'm gonna have to put a custom head on her.
She's basically the female equivalent of Conan, and I don't see Conan smiling.
Nope.
Well, that personally, I'm okay with anything they put out as long as they make sure that they send out every order in a shitty reused Big Bad Toy Store box with your address handwritten on the front.
Yeah. Did you put them on the Collector Express page, Jared? The pictures?
I did, and I'm getting ready to present too.
Okay,
What
yeah. Because
really sucks is that they're all dropping at the exact same time.
Oh yeah.
So that's a nice $300. What, about $275 or so?
220 if you go through Entertainment Earth.
Something like that. All
They're,
at the same damn time.
I think that's right.
So this is what you can expect from Loose Collector when you order a reused Big Bad Toy Store box.
Oh, if that's coming directly from him. I've got Hell Witch, and I'm
That's what my
thoroughly-
Hell Witch came in.
I'm happy with my Hell Witch.
Oh, the figure's great. I just
Yeah.
wasn't expecting a re-taped up, reused with half a sticker from the last time it was used, torn off the box, and my address and everything handwritten in marker on the box. I was like,
Big old happy smile on her face. Come on now. Nowhere in that packaging does it have a spot for another face.
oh, that's bad. Wow.
She's just happy as it gets.
You can go ahead
What
and
do you do? Pose her without those weapons? So, you know, she's like,
Vampirella gets an extra head, but Red Sonja don't.
Do people actually think before they do these? She's a freaking barbarian woman, man. It's like, I don't think she should even have a smiling head, period. If you're only going to put one head.
well, she had two other heads that were solicited before, and they've gone through changes. The first one was she was pissed with a really furrowed brow that looked a little too bad, a little too pissed. And then they had another one that was a little more neutral, but it still had, you know, a nice furrowed brow. She looked kind of mad. And they toned down Purgatory to where she didn't look as she didn't have as broad of a nose anymore, which, I mean, that kind of sucked because I liked it. I thought it looked really good.
Well, these ones here, the other two have extra heads or extra face plates, and she doesn't. The one who actually really needs it. So,
Man,
yeah, Sector 2, 2813. You can find them on the Collector Express Facebook page. Did you put it on Instagram as well?
That's such
I
a
didn't-
bummer.
I didn't put them on Instagram. I just got them on the Collector Express Facebook page right now.
Oh, okay, so that's where
The
you find
link tree down below, they'll take you there.
So I'm basically gonna have to get a different head and have and make it work with that hair, and then go give it to Corey so Corey can paint it.
So she looks good, but at least she don't come out at the same time as the other three.
Right.
I was hoping they'd like space those three out a little bit.
Yeah, that would have been nice. Yeah, if you look at this one right here, you see the solicitation with her a lot more stoic.
Well, that should be her. That should be the face she comes with.
Yeah. She also has a really nice wash in her hair right here where the other one doesn't. And her hair is a little darker. Well, actually, it's a lot darker.
Yeah, this is the original prototype, I think. Yeah, this is the original prototypes. They all have a lot more shading on them. These are hand-painted prototypes.
Yeah, you see all the shading on Purgatory's wings.
Yeah.
You don't get that in the final one, which is look at the hair difference on Red Sonja.
Yeah.
It's way lighter. There's not really that deep wash on it. the head sculpt is way different. The eyes are way further apart. When she goes to the swimming pool, she's got to wear two sets of goggles. Yeah, that ain't it.
Yeah, it's too. Hey.
Hi, I'm Red Sonja. No.
Hmm.
It's more like somebody cosplaying her at a convention.
Yeah.
Right? That's not it.
With the Vampirella.
At least you can wear alternate head sculpts. His hands look a little big, those splayed hands.
Well, they
Wow. They really do.
do. The sculpt looks a little weird too. Look the palm.
Yeah.
Area.
Almost looks like those Jean Grey hands from like the Dark Days of Marvel Legends.
Mm. Oh, look how the hands plug in. You got part of the wrist is part of the hands.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
So the hand actually starts here. Then you
Yeah,
got the wrist
so it actually
here.
looks a little more normal. Another odd choice too.
And she got some man hands. Oh, she's got the same problem with those black hands, the splayed ones.
Yeah, literally the bottom. I mean, the top of the hand there is supposed to be part of the wrist. That's kind of weird.
Yeah, the fist ain't too bad, but man, those other ones, some beefy hands.
But I mean, look, she's even got the extra hair. She's got the wings behind her, and she still has an extra faceplate.
They couldn't let my girl keep the Jewish nose. It's fucked up.
I like the smirking expression too, though. On the
Nice, but they couldn't let her keep the Jewish nose. I'm trying to get some representation over here.
At least they did vertically hinged hands for the sword hands. Those are vertically hinged.
They listened to somebody's review after Lady Death.
Well, she had magical effects.
That sounds like a chihuahua.
Doesn't it? Dribble in your chihuahua?
Sounds like a freaking
Someone
chihuahua.
out of Chihuahua.
And Gary might take offense to that.
Yeah.
Don't let Gary hear
See? Look, the bridge of her nose comes up a little bit more.
Prototypes are always better than the finished product, I always say.
Oh yeah, like especially when you get hand painted, airbrush stuff like that.
I need to get in contact with Dave and say, hey man, you need to send me the Jewish purgatory.
Let's get some of these questions though. Soulless Ginger Firearms. How's it going, Matt? It's one of your buddies?
Yep.
What's up? Never enough ammo?
Entertainment Earth is down right now too.
Nico says, what's up? Soulless Ginger Firearms also says that Collector Express. How's it going, sir?
Hello.
Oh, we got Alberto's asking for the old Hulk versus Superman question. My thought process is that whichever can land the most hits to the other's head would win, not in a kill sense, just knockout. Well, I don't know. The way I look at it is, the more you hit the Hulk, the more pissed off he gets. So we're gonna have a long fight. Vampirella is gorgeous. What's going on? Was going to get the Tarna figure, but then watched the review and canceled it.
Yeah, I wasn't
I
real
wish
crazy
they
about that
would-
Tarna figure either.
I have the
Yeah.
Tarna figure. Once you take some thinner to some of the red spots that don't make any sense, it's a pretty good figure.
That's what World War Hulk did to Logan. Wish
He
they
swallowed
were
his
7
brain.
inch scale. The agent says Red Sonja's just happy to be here. Maybe she's drunk. Oh,
Oh, that's what she needs is a beer stone in her hand.
That would be fine. You still need another head if you're gonna put a sword in her hand.
oh, check the comments there, Jared.
Oh, thank you. We got Sector 2813, a super chat for $9.99. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, super Power Girl is shaping up really good. Let me give big screen here. I got right now I'm basically letting got all the paint cleaned up, sealed up. It'll get a dull coat or a matte finish once I'm done, but it's sealed with a gloss right now.
Baby oil boobies.
Yep, she's baby oiled up right now. But focus camera. There it is. She is shaping up pretty good. Paint wise, I just need to do some dry brush some highlights into her hair, and other than after that, hit her with some the matte finish and assemble time. I got her legs here; they're all painted up. Get her feet. I just hit her feet with some sealer, some matte finish earlier, right before the stream.
Can't wait to see her all together.
Yep, lower body's right here. Oh, it's driving me crazy. Like, I don't know what happened. Like, both the Mr. Hobby and the Duplicolor had black specks in the can of paint.
What?
Yeah, it's like so I got right now where I'm like spraying it in a can, in a trash can before I spray anything. I hit it with like some sealer, like with the Mr. Hobby, and black specks shot out of my can.
Wow.
I had like take my after take like a sharp hobby knife and just flick them out.
Think it's something from the can deteriorating?
I don't know. It's fresh can too. I just got it from Hobby Lobby the day before yesterday.
A little weird.
Oh, you got another super chat.
Well, it's the same one.
No, this one's from Soulless Ginger. Firearms.
Oh,
Sector.
Oh,
yeah.
Soulless Ginger.
You see it?
I don't see it.
Higher up. Here.
It's right before Sometime Wands. Nice assets.
Oh, thank you, sir.
He says,
How
howdy,
it
gents. How
goes?
goes it? Stay
Stay
geeky.
We'll do. That's what we're doing. Thank you, sir. I couldn't see it there. Like,
It's funny,
Oh,
I can't see the other one.
the other one shows up on the top of the screen on mine on the chats.
Let's
Yeah.
get that rogue head.
Oh, there we go.
Nico says, Not a big fan of Dave, but I think I'll make my own Red Sonja. I think Nico's that won't have an issue making a nice looking head for her.
No, Nico would definitely make a lot better head sculpt for her. Ooh.
I should, Nico. If Nico lived closer, I think I'd ask Nico to paint my heads for me.
Oh
The
yeah.
man knows. The man knows how to paint heads. Man, wow.
He sculpts too, doesn't he?
Oh yeah, he's a jack of all trades when it comes to that.
You know, he's very modest about it. He's actually he's up there.
Oh yeah. Something Wong says nice assets on Power Girl.
Oh, very much so. Looky here. That is a very nice face for Red Sonja. I wonder how that looks without the helmet, and if you can cast it, and Red Sonja's hair would work on that. That is a much better looking sculpt for Red Sonja.
Yeah, but I already know what you can do. You can probably cast that as is, and then end up merging the two heads together like you've done. I don't know how the hell you do that stuff, but
I just repaint that head, man. Red Sonja can use a nice skull cap.
yeah, it looks like a Viking helmet or like a barbarian helmet.
Yeah, or just reform the side pieces up into horns.
Yeah, but
I just steal the face off of that and mold it into the new one.
Yep.
Hank Solo's asking, has anybody used Vallejo Chromo 77.707? It works really good for dry brushing.
I never tried that.
Jared's already got his chrome fixation.
Oh, Nico says thank you. Yeah, I'm far from the future as well.
Yeah, he's already in tomorrow. It's tomorrow where Nico's at.
I got my spiral figure last week. I don't know. Everybody seems to got a good copy. I haven't seen one person that had any paint issues or anything on theirs.
I got yellow paint on her boob.
But never mind. Jared's the first. It's a Windsor Newton case. It'll be all right.
If there's going to be a quality control issue, I'm going to get it.
Oh, on my spiral, I had my face printing was completely off to one side.
Like what? Like hair or really bad?
The whole eyes, mouth, everything was about 2 millimeters off to one side.
Eesh. That's a full repaint in the works.
That was a full return to Amazon and get a new one.
Is the helmet pliable or no?
It's I don't know how much the forehead goes up, but
Wonder if it's keyed in.
I'd say it is. I'd say it's pretty much like a Hulk Smash. Did you lose audio? You haven't said anything in a while. I think Hulk Smash lost audio again.
He was saying something a minute ago. Oh, he dropped audio, but he'll be back.
Yeah.
He always come back. Maybe.
So maybe the best, the Hulk. Let's see, Hulk Smash.
Yeah, I'm back.
I'm gonna get the best Hulk, but I feel Modesto would win versus Superman.
Modesto?
I'm sorry, Maestro.
So maybe about 50 pounds ago and quite a few years ago, maybe I might.
No, you know what though? Sector
I'm gonna-
2013. I'm a fan of Superman and the Hulk. they're like my favorites. Like, I mean, it would be one of those situations, like we always say, like the Hulk gets more powerful the madder he gets, right? But
Yep.
it would just be a long fight.
Yellow, 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 yellow.
It
Yeah, I
all
can see it
depends
all.
on which version of what, and also depends on if we're talking about who's writing it.
Yeah, and if the characters are going in blind, Superman always holds back at first.
Yep.
If Superman went in full force and hit the Hulk as hard as he could right off the bat, yes, he could potentially knock out the Hulk.
I'd go World War Hulk.
Yeah, War Hulk, and even going full force, I don't know if he could do it because LinkTree is Superman level, and they basically fought each other to a standstill. Then the Hulk re-Hulk back out.
Yeah.
If I had to put my money, I'd put World War Hulk on for my money.
And Nico says,
Can't
if
World
it's a
War
long
Hulk
fight,
crack the planet?
His footsteps was like shaking Manhattan apart.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nico says a long fight would be Hulk, and Name Withheld says Superman. If it's near the sun, Clark. Sam Duggan, hey guys. Oh. Nico says, thank you for the promotion, fam. I have a wrench thingy.
I'm running the YouTube live stream along with StreamYard. When the YouTube's open, I can actually give people wrenches now. I can't do that through the StreamYard. I don't think you can anyway.
Nico said the magic word.
Yep, he did.
Family, 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 family.
So before we keep the chat too, subscriber only, it helps keep the bots out. So don't have to do too much moderation on here.
Superman would subdue the Hulk with one of Martha's pies, and they would end up fishing buddies.
There you go.
Anticlimactic.
Where did you get these pies?
Let's just agree that whether people are gonna say Hulk would win or Superman would, I think they'd make like probably the most unstoppable team up.
Yeah.
That's Chat GPT.
So, yeah, Superman, he holds back too much in my opinion. Unless he was like that one when they had the animated movie where he took over the world, then he got a little bit more militant.
Yep.
And he just lost any reservation. He didn't care. He just went all out.
The Injustice.
Yep.
Movies. Yeah.
Well, to me, that would be like Superman's version of Maestro.
Yeah.
Like, you imagine the Hulk does become the Maestro and Superman was to turn into something like that.
That'd be nuts.
They would make a big mess, yeah. What are your future custom projects for this year?
Let's see. I got Electrocute that I'm working on, and get rocking on her soon. Back to work on her. I got Choice, which I'm still trying to track down a unmasked silk head for her, which I think would be perfect for Choice. It's a great looking female Asian head sculpt, and it's got the hair cut exactly what I want to for the character. Also, Harker fixed up the loincloth piece too. I want to do a mantra from the Ultraverse.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, get back on my pit too, and Maestro.
Hey, Jared, did you see that one pic I sent where the person's thinking of using that puff adder body for that hulked out kind of Spider-Man?
Oh, I don't know if I saw that one.
I think I sent it on Instagram. I think.
Spider Hulk, really?
Well, it was. I don't know. It wasn't really Spider Hulk. It was kind of like just a really beefy ass Spider-Man. I'm not sure. I've never seen that Spider-Man. But it's like a really big Spider-Man, with like a lot of teeth. So the person was thinking of taking a puff adder head and converting it over and just sculpting over the face and putting teeth in it.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah, I can't remember if I sent it. I think I sent it on Instagram
When did you send it out?
earlier today.
Oh, I'll figure it out here in a minute.
I didn't see that either. Yeah.
Yeah, the person had a puff adder body and they used the Caliban arms, and they're thinking about sculpting over the face for a puff adder where the face plate's open, so you can just put teeth in there, sculpt teeth in it.
Oh, that'd be pretty cool.
Kind of looks like Venom, just in the blue and red suit. I'm not sure which character it is, but it was apparently in the comics because it's from a comic thread that they put up there with the figure.
Oh, I've never seen that. That sounds like a cool freaking figure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I sent it to you too, Dom.
No, I didn't get it.
Maybe it was on Messenger. I don't know. I'm afraid to. Well, let me see if I can pop out and see if I can see it. If I drop out, that's just because, I went to go look. Let me see if I can find it.
Did anyone read the second Superman Spider-Man story?
No.
I've never heard of it.
I didn't know there was a second one. I know the one where he got hit with like a red solar radiation, which allowed him to hurt Superman some. Then when it wore off, it about broke his hand.
Oh, maybe I didn't send it because I can't find it anywhere now. Damn it! I'm gonna have to look around. Son of a! I could have sworn I sent it.
You just think we were losing our mind? Yeah, so you thought it was.
Well, what happens when you get old?
Quinn Comics, greetings, my friend. How are you doing tonight, and what are you working on? I hope you're having a terrific evening. We are. Started off the show showing I finished up my She-Hulk. She's all done. And the green is a lot prettier green than what I'm seeing on the screen. The screen is like kind of lightening it up a little bit. Yeah, let's see. I wonder if I can adjust it with your app. Latitude.
Oh, yeah, I sent it on Instagram.
Okay, cool. Let's see. Image.
Wrap.
Let's see if I can get the. Ooh, that's a little too much. Adjusting the.
I just sent it to you too, Dom. On Instagram.
There. Playing around with the.
Quinn says,
there we go. That's a little closer to what I see. Not exact, but closer.
Yeah.
Turned out really nice.
Says She-Hulk looks fantastic. Great as always.
And they got. What else we got? Oh, I got Power Girl shaping up. She's getting close.
Say shaping up or shaking up?
Oh. That is the She-Hulk. Is that the Disney body with newer arms and legs? That's actually the 100% of the Disney Plus body, but with the first Hasbro She-Hulk head and the full body repainted. And I just did a wash to the costume. Made the colors seem. I did a blue wash on the costume, which kind of made the colors a little more saturated, which looked out really good. Oh, yeah, the She-Hulk we wanted.
Yep.
Yeah, I do not understand. All over the packaging, she is smiling. Why did they not put a smiling head on her?
Because they obviously don't know what She-Hulk is all about.
They ended up stopping the plot by Dr. Doom and the Parasite. Oh, the second storyline. Okay. I don't think I've ever seen that one. You got Quinn Comics asking, how you been doing, Geek Fusion?
Yeah, I was just telling him, yeah, I gotta get by his store again. I haven't been by in like 2 or 3 weeks. I gotta run by there.
Oh, Nico says that character that you're talking about, Modesto, his name is Wreck Rap. And he was a scrawny demon dude that got a symbiote.
Okay, because he was in the blue and red Spidey suit, and he has like this big grin on his face.
Okay,
So the person that posted that up wanted to use the what you call Puff Adder body and the head sculpt from that, but they put on I think they put on damn it, what's the damn body he always uses, Jared? What's the body used for
Caliban?
Yeah, that's the one.
That looks cool.
Yeah, I think it would be a pretty good one if you want to sit there and take the time to put all that detail on the lines and everything. But that looks pretty cool, and it's not a bad idea using that head sculpt to put the teeth in there.
Yeah, that's the right size too for the character from the artwork he's showing.
Yeah, I figure you might like to try something like that too. Especially when you're going to buy a ton of those Puff Adders.
I don't know if I want to do him or not. Add it to my list of 50 plus customs underneath my desk.
Oh, don't be modest. You know that's 100 plus.
True.
Crawl out his teeth and give him some blingy teeth.
You go back far enough in that box too, it's probably about a decade old stuff as I stopped working on. I think that's going to be good for just let that dry. Doing this I'm doing a little bit of paint work and kit bash between the two Lady J's, where I can give her the darker green pants and the lighter green top, match the cartoon better. So that's going to look pretty good.
Oh yeah,
I got the colors.
Yeah, that's going to look a lot better.
Let's see. Let me turn that saturation down to.
Is she still peg warming over there?
Oh,
dude, she's everywhere. Well, the retro carded version is everywhere.
Oh yeah. Before they did retro card, the standard one was peg warming everywhere.
Yeah.
It's like, do y'all do any kind of like market research for you make a figure?
Did they replace did they do anything different with the head on the retro version?
Painted it better. Same head.
It's better then?
Yeah, but it doesn't come with the hair piece. It only comes with the hat.
Oh.
Oh, and also got Colossus. I masked them off. I hit the torso with some silver paint, and then clear coated it, and I fitted the Marvel Select head after I cleaned the seams up on it. And he is going to be used in the chroming tutorial.
What version of Colossus are you making? Is that going to be an Outback Colossus?
Yeah, I guess it'd be close enough to an Outback. Or could just say it's an Unleashed Colossus.
Oh, yeah. I prefer the Outback Colossus.
Yeah. He should look good, though.
Oh, yeah. I just like all the different striations they have on that one versus the original one.
Collector Express. I took my Lady J and the jacketed Captain Marvel figure and used a jacket and arms on the Lady J and used a Scarlet head and modded the hair to make a CoverGirl custom. Good idea.
Yep. Well, that's what I was going to do with mine. Do the exact same recipe. Well, mine's a Scarlet head. The actually probably was going to use it. The White Widow Scarlet head. If that's what you're talking about. I was totally going to do that until they announced the CoverGirl figure. Ended up taking that recipe and making that Lara Croft style custom. You were pushed to the side.
Hey, Matt, how'd that Angelus leather paint work out?
I actually played around with it on one of the capes, and it came out looking pretty damn good. It worked much, much better than the Vallejo stuff I was using.
Yeah, that stuff is pretty amazing.
Because the Vallejo stuff I would put on, it gets that kind of tacky feeling.
Yeah.
After I do it, and it almost kind of like dyes it a little bit too.
Yeah.
Like a paint. Yeah, it works a lot better. I'm gonna try it on some other stuff too, see how it does on just like some regular figure parts other than a cape. But it's way better for any sort of more flexible plastic.
Yeah, it was my go-to. I mean, it was recommended by a friend, and then I saw a few tutorials, and I was like, you know what, let me pick it up. And they had it at the local store, and that stuff is amazing. Like, you can bend it, and it's not going to crack or anything.
Yeah.
What was it called again?
Angelus leather paint.
Angelus leather paint. Definitely got to pick some of that up.
Yeah, I don't know if you got a Michael's down by where you are, but that's where I usually pick up mine. I'm pretty sure you can pick it up on Amazon.
Yeah, that's where I got mine. I just ordered some on Amazon.
And that's for plastic capes?
Yeah, you can use it on like the soft plastic goods.
Yeah.
Well, and messing with it and see what it does on the plastic capes, I bet it works really, really well on all the McFarlane stuff. You know, for all the
overlays,
that soft plastic that he uses on the diaper pieces and everything.
Oh yeah, I ran an issue with that with this really soft rubber he uses for the overlays. When I put like the Mr. Hobby sealer over top of it, it just cracks because it's not flexible. That Mr. Hobby stuff's not flexible. The matte coat. The Testors matte coat back in the day, that seemed to be more flexible. You can still get the Testors dull coat, but you can't get the semi-glossy. That was my favorite stuff. Alright. What else we want to do? Oh yeah. Old Toy Biz Silver Surfer. I'm gonna chrome him too, just for like a display piece. Taking the sprue marks off.
Collector Express. I used the Scarlet from the Snake Eyes movie. Had I guess she's talking about.
Oh, for Girl.
Yeah, much better.
Sweet. Yeah, that is a good. I used that head sculpt for Scarlet herself. I kick bashed a Scarlet and using that head. I like that head. So much better than the classified head. The classified head looks like a teenage girl.
I gotta come up with a better way to organize all my crap.
Organize. What?
Yeah, what's that?
You know, I bought all these things here. You know, I buy these things right there, and then inevitably, when I'm going to look for something, I don't know where the hell I put it.
I have to keep all my stuff in baggies and label it.
Pulling out one of these old Toy Biz figures, you don't. Like, man, they think that lost brew marks.
I sent you and Dom a picture of that Angelus leather paint, so you can get the spelling and everything for it.
I hear you rattling that paper. It's like, man, I'd love to have a cheeseburger right now.
Grubhub.
I'm on a liquid diet today, and nothing, and tomorrow, and
Oh no, that's right. Oh God.
Jeez. I'm on a liquid diet too, but that's just because I've been drinking all day.
And I made pork chops for my cousin today to this evening for supper. And it's like, man, those smell so good.
Oh, that's just torture.
That's the worst.
Is the brown sugar bourbon season, McCormick seasoning in the air fryer.
Ooh.
They're good.
Why did you do that to yourself?
Yeah. I kind of have to. I got to feed her.
Man. You're coming over a different day.
Have you tried applying the powder using a Q-tip? Actually, I have. On the first time I did it with Q-tip, and the Q-tips do fine.
You're using the blender now, right?
Yeah, the blending sticks, blending stubs.
Yeah.
Did you catch
An actual blender?
Oh.
Well, we'll have to mix it. I won't be using a blender, but I got to mix some stuff up in Gatorade tomorrow and drink it. And yes.
Did you get the cape question there, Jared, for Power Girl?
Oh, what are you going to be using for a cape? Harker's actually going to be sending me a cape he has got a really cool soft goods cape he's got.
God, that's some big shoulders.
Yeah. I put some kiki'd it up the other day, so that's why it's not so floppy.
Oh, I got my Kiki in the mail 2 weeks ago. I haven't tried it yet. I got a few figures I want to try it on.
Before, every one of the joints were floppy. Ankles were floppy, the knees were floppy, the elbows were floppy, the hips were floppy. Oh, Toy Biz.
Love.
Yeah.
Something wrong is saying that Silver Surfer buck looks almost like the new Toy Biz super articulated buck.
Well, that kind of does. Pepsi Man.
So, Toy Biz is trying to make a reappearance, you guys are saying, right?
Yep. There's a company that bought the the overseas trademark license for it. They're saying they're wanting to do Toy Biz official on Instagram. They've been making posts showing like a prototype concept figure, like a 3D.
God.
It looks awful.
Yeah.
So they're trying to go more with a retro look.
It is bubbly. What I think what they're showing is just basically a concept, like what articulation they want. They don't really have a real sculptor yet. At least I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt. That's what's going on.
Right.
Look.
I don't like going backwards.
Really far backwards.
Yeah.
What do you think
Exactly.
as that repainted? Hold on, turn my light on here.
Let me bring your camera.
For Red Sonja.
It'll be a little big.
Yeah, she's kind of a big.
Oh yeah, it might be a little big.
It's a good face sculpt, but
That'd be perfect for expression-wise for Red Sonja, even the hair. But
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it's a good sculpt.
Let's see if we can get Craftsman to shrink it down.
Yeah, if you can get that shrunk down a little bit, that'd be perfect.
Even the hair sculpt would be good.
yeah, the neutral smiling face is kind of odd choice for Red Sonja.
Hey, Dom, you're going to get those questions, you said?
Oh yeah. Would Tyrus Flair work as a Power Girl base custom? The diaper from McFarlane is kind of a turnoff on his females. Like Catwoman.
Is that where we talk about Catwoman with the diaper bulge?
Yeah.
I don't know what Tyrus Flair is.
Yeah, I don't know what that is either. As Storm Collectibles.
Oh,
That's expensive
Oh.
fodder.
that's an expensive piece.
Yeah, I have her.
Make her a
Is
Wonder
that
Woman.
is that the Golden Sun's character or whatever?
Golden Axe.
Golden Axe, whatever. Yeah, that's it. Is that it?
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah,
gorgeous
I think
figure.
that is.
Yeah.
It's a great
Which
figure.
You can't get her alone though, can you? You have to buy it with the steed or something like that.
Yeah.
I think that She-Hulk head, that was from the Savage She-Hulk, right?
Yeah.
The gray and the green came with that head.
Yeah.
Only the green came with the neutral head.
Yeah. The gray only came with the one head.
I have too many Build-A-Figure parts.
Yeah, I was thinking about using this head for that She-Hulk, and I've seen several people do that. It's like, I don't want the bored look, and plus she's got the catfish eyes. They're too far apart.
Oh, the double goggle.
Double dongle.
Double goggle. She has to use 2 pairs of goggles when she goes swimming.
She just
One
likes to
for
see
each
what's
eye.
coming to her. She just likes to see what's coming to each side of her head.
Yeah, she's a chameleon.
She's got deer eyes.
Each
Good
one
for-
can
she's
move
got good
independently of the other.
At least she's got good peripheral.
Yeah. Oh, she'll see them coming from all angles.
Plus, it's a tad bit on the big side too.
No, you know what? That's first She-Hulk head is perfect.
Holy smoke, that is huge.
When you think She-Hulk, you always think she's got that grin on her face because she's, you know what I mean? She feels like she's larger than life. She's so happy. She's so happy to be She-Hulk. You know what I mean? So
Unlike the TV series.
Yeah, that head's a little big for the body.
it looks good. It still looks good, but you know what? No, I like the smiling head better. Yeah, you don't have the Marvel Select, right? Because I'm gonna try the Marvel Select one because that one looked really nice.
Yeah, I don't have a Marvel Select.
She's got the big hair and everything.
Alright. Let's see what else we'll work on.
Oh boy.
I got me an $11.49 Recondo.
Oh, nice.
today. Very pleased. I'm gonna
I passed on him the last 2 times I've seen him.
I like him. I think he's pretty cool.
I couldn't
I think they did a pretty
pass
good
up
job.
for $11.49.
Yeah, if I found him for $11.49, I would have got him. But the only thing I wanted was his knife. I couldn't drop $24 just for a blade.
Did
Yeah.
I send you a link to?
I just love that big porn stash.
Ron Jeremy.
He's even got the mullet and everything, man. It's great.
I might have
So this is one custom GI Joe mechanical suit completed.
cool.
I think you said he was using a Halo suit, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm glad they re-released that bazooka. I prefer those more traditional colors than the one I got you, Jared.
Yeah, I like the red. When I think bazooka, I think red.
Yep. I'm trying not to go down that rabbit hole because, man, some of these figures coming out, I'm like, damn it.
You got. I have more G.I. Joes on order than Marvel Legends.
I haven't. Thank God they're not kicking out any more X-Men stuff. Every time they start kicking out their, reveals, I'm always cringing. But thank God they haven't kicked out any more X-Men stuff outside of what they already had. Because I'm so happy that they haven't kicked out any more. Because it's pretty disappointing, the line, even though that's my favorite team and everything else. But man, it's just super disappointing on the average.
I'm here to fix your plumbing. That's what works. It's
You guys
me,
remember-
it's Mario.
Do you guys remember the episode of GI Joe, the Viper?
No.
You guys don't remember that episode? They were getting a phone call by somebody saying, "I am coming. I am the Viper," and
Oh,
everybody-
yeah.
everyone's going nuts. Everyone's like, "Who's this Viper guy?" And then at the end, the GI Joe, they got their full force waiting for this guy to show up because he's giving them the date that he's coming and everything. And then
Isn't
all
it
of a
the
sudden,
window wiper?
yeah, the guy starts
Yeah,
walking
the wiper.
towards them. And
I remember
they're
that
all
one.
sitting there.
Yeah.
They got full artillery waiting for this guy, and he just walks right up to the whole army, and they go like, "Where?" He goes, "I am the Viper." He goes, "I'm here to vipe your windows."
I do remember that episode.
That was a funny episode.
What's this? Halo Mech's perfect 1/12 scale. Just take the door off and you're good.
What door?
What is that thing called? The Jackal, or what is it? I can't remember what it's called. That big mech, that Halo mech that they have.
Okay,
I
so it's
know which one he's talking about. I can't remember what the name of it is, but yeah.
I wonder if that's the one that what's his name was using X-Manny. I think he was using that for a mech too with G.I. Joe. Oh no, it wasn't Halo. He was using the one from damn it, what's that damn movie?
Oh, Avatar. That
Yeah,
thing?
yeah. But he had to take the legs off because it was the cockpit was too small.
Sector says window wiper is shipwreck.
So it had a small kit.
Um,
I'm happy he brought a shipwreck out. I was waiting on that one.
oh, yeah. I like the fact how they did the hair like Lady J, too, where you can actually swap the hair pieces out.
Yep.
Instead of trying to put a hat over a giant set of hair.
Went out and found me some Holothon Ninja Turtles today.
Character is that?
This is Zog.
Zog. Let's see. Need some gold, some yellow, and some wood.
That's a chunky figure.
Oh yeah, he's a big boy.
It's not chunky, it's chonky.
Oh, he's a chonker.
Chunky.
He's chonkalicious. Yeah, he wouldn't ring up, so the lady just rang up Usagi, because I got the black and white Usagi Yojimbo.
Oh, nice.
She just rang that up twice for me. I was like,
Oh, nice.
yeah. She's like, they're the same thing. I'm like, well, they're same. Yeah, they're same thing. Like in the holothon, like they're both NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's like, okay. She rang
Good
that
enough.
one twice. I'm like, hell yeah. I'll take the discount.
Good enough.
Works for me. Because this guy's normally like 50, I think.
What's Osagi running?
$34.99 if you can freaking find them. There was one left when I went. I was surprised that he was there. I was like, holy crap, I got lucky. Of course, this is Houston where everything is super scalpy because we got so many flea markets. So everything is super picked over. No matter what it is, it's just gone. There's no legends on the shelves. Like the only stuff that you find is like the stuff that's abundant. Like you'll find like the legends that are pretty much shelf peg warming hardcore, or the Joes that are peg warming really hardcore. That's why when I saw Bazooka the other day, I was like, yep, I need to get this. I wasn't sure if I wanted this one or the Tiger Force, or if I wanted to wait and get the red shirt one. I was like, I don't know, I better just pull the trigger on this one.
Yeah, I passed on the Tiger Stripe Bazooka, but I got Jared one.
And then I painted the parts of it, the orange parts of it red, and it really popped.
Chicago's pretty picked over on the average, but I usually go into the hood and nobody buys figures, so I can either find it in the hood or I go up north to Illinois and right on the border of Wisconsin. I can find whatever I want on the average.
Go find me a NECA TMNT Jaguar next time you're out.
If I find one, I'll pick one up.
Oh, see, this is what I did with Bazooka. I went completely red on the shirt instead of orange. Gave it a black wash on the pants, and put like an elastic strap on the actual Bazooka. Painted all of the missiles, and then glued his belt down, and he's pretty good now. I like him.
I think he's still way too big a buck on him.
Oh yeah, he's huge.
His hands are bigger than Sarge's.
Okay, let's see. Yep, we got a bendy wire in the tail.
Halo Jazz wears Eva Mantis Halo mech. That's
Mantis.
the
That's what it is. Yeah. The Mantis mech.
Nico says
Sounds
that's dog
And we he can open his mouth, and his tongue is fully posable.
Oh, look at that, Modesto.
That's
You
it.
got the-
Same Central Illinois here. I go to Decatur, blue collar town, no collectors, but Springfield's always picked over. Yeah, it's hit or miss in Illinois, man. It depends where you're going. I'm up in because I moved out of Chicago, so I'm in Evanston, Illinois. So I go up north to the ritzier burbs and to the border Illinois, or I'll go into the hood, like on the south side of Chicago sometimes, and that's where I find all the figures. Or out west Chicago. Anywhere in the hood, nobody collects figures, so they just sit on the shelves.
That's because nobody wants to go to the.
Tell you, man, they look at me like I'm crazy, man. I walk up into the hood and I've got like a suit on, and I got a trench coat on, I got a shoulder bag on, I'm grabbing figures, and people look at me like, man, this guy must be nuts. Don't even talk to this guy. Don't even approach him. Don't even mess with his ass. He's nuts.
See,
This
I
guy
said,
is absolutely got all kinds of guns under that coat. Don't do it.
I was like, is that a Puerto Rican John Wick?
see, my misreading that comment earlier when Modesto takes out Superman. Yep, that's right.
Oh yeah.
That's, stand by my statement.
Did you find any of that taku paint while you were out there?
Nah, taku paint, man, it's invisible. I can't find it anywhere.
We were talking about that the other day. Oh, gee.
That taku paint is about as easy to find as damn testers, Monomasters.
Yeah.
NECA nailed it
You
with
know what
this
the funniest part of that
once
story
again.
is?
What's up?
The funniest part of that story is you were going crazy trying to Google it.
Oh my god, I was googling freaking taku paint for like 20 minutes. It was driving me bonkers. I couldn't find taku acrylics.
Oh,
All right, I'm gonna head out, guys. I got work early in the morning.
Oh, we're all right, man.
I
Have a
got to
good
start winding down before I get the hell out.
Have a good. Thank you for coming and hanging out with us.
All right, man. We'll see y'all next week.
Have a good
take
one,
care,
man.
Matt.
Later.
That's pretty. I did something last night. Was tried out on that's on Matt's channel.
Yeah,
Stream
I saw that.
you stream if you're a guest on someone else's channel now, you can stream to your own channel too
Yeah.
at the same time. You basically streaming the same show in two different in your guest channel too.
Yeah, I left you a comment. I don't know if you saw it.
I did. I just when it's like that, I can't like make it pop up.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
No, just letting you know that I saw that.
I got the airbrushing done on her hair. Got the highlights in.
It's baby oil.
Figure.
Baby, she's not been baby old yet. You go get her belt and shoes.
And also, I was disappointed with that 3-pack for Forge and Jubilee and Storm. Storm's got serious lollipop.
Yeah.
Then Forge, he's got, I don't know, the face. I mean, he's not dark enough to be Native American. The face is just, it's the same sculpt, but the way they painted it, it just looks, he looks constipated to me. And then he's got the shoulder strapping, so he can't put his arms down. So he walk around like he's got a gigantic chest.
Yeah.
They gave him that stupid nuke gun. That's terrible gun.
You know
What,
what? That gun makes me sick.
What base bodies are these things on?
I think he's on. I want to say he's on the new Vulcan body.
It's the modified blah, blah, blah. It's the Vulcan style body, but the one they use for Cyclops and Morph.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And
Even on
then-
Forge?
Yeah.
seems.
Then Jubilee is on the teen buck, but she's got pinless legs, but she's got the old single jointed elbow arms.
And it's not the worst.
Yeah, I mean, and it's a new sculpt from like the arms for the gloves. They sculpted it, but the thing is, I was like, why didn't you just put an overlay like you did for Storm and Forge?
Exactly. Yeah.
They didn't put an overlay; they just sculpted it in. It's a crap paint job. I mean, everything else is okay on it, but her legs just do not articulate. And if I pull them up too high, it digs into the plastic and it's causing not the scuff marks that makes it shiny. So I got a nice scuff mark on one of the legs already.
So it's a scuff mark that makes it shiny.
Yeah.
Hair dryer.
Yeah, I was gonna pop the legs off and see if there's something else in there going on, maybe some extra flashing or something. Who knows? Because
Yeah,
the legs won't even go up more than 30 degrees.
Hair dryer will solve that that problem.
Done a little bit of paint work on one of my extra Quake heads with some dry brushing on her hair. Fixed her eyeliner. For some reason, they've quit putting eyeliner all around the female eyes, which looks weird.
Yeah.
And I was able to do that with a steady hand and a Gundam marker.
Oh, nice.
Them Gundam markers are great.
Hey, we got Rock 59 in the house. Good evening.
Hey.
And we have Juan Toys and Bricks. Hi, everybody. Person Turquoise waiting.
Hello, hello. Do I want to go there? Colors? No.
Not sure what buck what's her name, Storm is on. I know it's not the Shriek body.
Could be the Spinneret.
It might be.
She got the thicker legs and Shriek.
Might. I can't remember. I'd have to pull it back out.
That would actually be advantageous, getting blue legs and with the bigger thighs.
I mean, the head sculpt's nice and everything else, but man, that lollipop is just insane.
Did anyone get the cell-shaded Spidey or 3-pack retro Spidey? The arms look long and wonky because they're RYV Spidey.
Renew your vows. I hate the head on that cell-shaded one. I just think it looks really weird. I got it and I was so excited to get it in. I was like, yes, I'm stoked. And I opened it up and the first thing I looked at was the head sculpt because, that's the part that was really different. And I was just like, what am I looking at? Like, how is this a human head that's supposed to be under here? I was not pleased.
Oh, Lady J, I'm actually doing a mix and match between the retro card and the regular release, and doing washes to both of them. So I want to do like the darker pants, the lighter shirt, like on the cartoon.
And he's giving her a nice makeup job right now.
Now this is just a Quake head I'm working on. I might use it on Lady J.
It would work for Lady J. Alternate head sculpt.
I think it would too.
It look less like a man.
Okay, Box of Cannon says I'm gonna call it early. I'm headed back to work tomorrow. It's been fun. Thanks again, all. Thanks, Box of Cannons, for coming.
Have a good night. But you said that before and came right back.
Yeah, have a good night.
Have a good night.
I'm gonna have to get out soon too. My wife's gonna be off in a little while.
Oh, yeah, that looks. I like that.
Yeah, come to think about it, that would look good for an alternate Lady J head.
Yep.
Cheers, buddy.
Yeah, it'll actually look feminine. Instead of Chris Kattan.
Yeah, Yeah, I like my Lady J not to look like Chris Kattan.
And you got an extra one anyways. Well, you got 2 or 3 of those shield agents.
Oh yeah.
So
There you go.
there's that.
I wish I could unhear that. Like, oh, why? I was like okay with it with a smirk. I was like, okay, that's not bad. And then somebody mentioned it, and I was like, oh, damn it! Forever, it's Chris Kattan.
Well, the repaint on the retro card does help a lot.
I guess I gotta get that then. Just for the head sculpt.
Juan says, my Lady J looks like a dude. I need to do a head swap for Quake Maria ASAP.
Yeah,
Well,
you got a Chris Kattan.
There's your option right there.
Aerosmith dude looks like a lady.
Dude looks like a Chris Kattan.
You do. Yeah. I tell you what. She look like a man.
All right, time to modify a hand to get him to hold his knife.
He says he thought you're gonna repaint. You're gonna do a repaint of the original head.
I got my kitted out Zoggendas.
All right, swap the head with the old black outfit wasp. That would work too.
I mean the retro wasp?
The old black, the black suit one. It's got like
modern.
That black with the gold.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you know what though, the retro one would look good too.
Yeah, I thought about using the retro one on her at one time.
It can't be any more manly than the Toy Biz Rogue head.
What about Scarlet Mitch?
Scarlet Mitch?
Yeah. That first Scarlet Witch head?
Mm-hmm.
They used to call her Scarlet Mitch.
Oh yeah, that was a terrible. You talk about the Toy Biz one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that one, and then the Rogue one was really bad. Man. That one, she looked like she was cracked out.
Yeah. That looks good.
It looks more stark than it does in person. Let's see.
Put it on a male figure a la Chris Kattan.
Let's see.
All right, guys. I'm going to have to call it. Yeah, I just want to get a look at that before I leave. Wow. Yeah, the pastels look good, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Now, if you can see the dry brushed some leather brown with the hair.
Oh, I'm checked in a while. Let me see.
That's real good.
Moon Knights I've sold.
And
oh, damn.
That works out really well.
I literally have only one left in stock. All right, then.
Yep, that Quake head with a little bit of work on it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The ball joint socket's really big compared to the classified. So you have to do a little
Put some green stuff in there.
Yeah.
Damn, it does look a lot better.
Almost looks like that one girl from Orange is the New Black, almost, from with her face.
Yep.
She was in the John Wick movie.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of looks like her.
I think that's actually going to be the head I use on her.
Yeah, because it looks almost just like it. The girl that was, I guess, mute or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, guys. Gotta call it a night.
Well, we're right in, my friend. You have a good one, sir.
Pick up the missus. All right.
Have a good one, man.
Have a good stream and Take care, everybody in the chat, and we'll see you guys next week. Take care. Have a good night.
Good night, man.
Power Girl looking good. Yeah, I like having the pastels, but back. Just want to add a little color to them, a little easier. You don't want to airbrush.
Now, after you put that on, do you go back over with a clear coat or no?
It's real light mist. I hit it with some dull coat.
Yeah.
Or matte. Or
Yeah, you pretty much have to, or it'll come off.
Yeah. Like on the Quake head, I took a lighter red, went over to the bottom lip a little bit, adds a little bit of highlight.
Yeah.
Did the same thing with Power Girls. Did a lighter red on the bottom lip. No, where's the Bucktooth Girl at?
Which one's a Bucktooth Girl?
AOA Keep Red.
Oh yeah, that face sculpt thing. The teeth killed it.
I had Corey repaint that one for me.
Yeah, it was rough.
Still kept the mouth open, but it actually looks correct.
Yeah, I've got that figure, but I haven't looked at it in a minute. But I do remember that the teeth were just a little overdone.
It's another case of bait and switch by Hasbro, or just any company these days. What Loose Collector's given us with Red Sonja.
I do that a lot, like with that what you call it, that long shot figure. I was excited. You know, the initial render looked amazing for the face sculpt, and then we got Joe Dirt.
Yeah, or Sting from the police.
Yeah. It is what it is. I mean, if I could find somebody to reproduce that initial head sculpt, I'd definitely buy it.
Somebody should just make a Richard Dean Anderson head when he's young. And that works perfect.
Yeah, I got to buy that retro one just so I can get the stupid satchel.
So if they make a Richard Dean Anderson head when he's young, it will work out great.
Oh yeah.
Then you can make a MacGyver.
Yeah, I'd have to look on like Etsy, because I find you get a lot more diversity on Etsy for head sculpts than you do anywhere else.
Yeah,
I'm sure they'll make one. Somebody will make one eventually.
Shoot, see if those. Hopefully, that one company that produces those dirty, not the Dirty Harry. Damn, what's his name? Clint Eastwood characters, all the different like the Dirty Harry figures and everything else. They just started doing head sculpts for different figures. They'd make a killing. What are you painting that one up for?
Just for her, because it sucks.
You gonna redo her grill?
Yeah, I put a little bit of wash in there just to see if that would help it, but no, it just makes her look more slack jawed.
This little shredder clone has far more articulation than Howard the Duck. Like, it actually has ankle rocker, and this thing is tiny.
Which figure is that?
This is the one of the little shredder clones,
Oh, okay.
and here's Big Hoss.
Jesus. Is that like a Mortal Kombat and TMNT crossover?
Right. Oh, this is just apparently something in the books.
The old
That's
Mirage
insane.
comics when they resurrected Shredder. And those are failed clones.
And Goro Shredder.
And they all had the memories of Shredder, so they were technically Shredder, but not Shredder. But the
I
real
didn't.
Shredder.
I don't like the insect claw one, so I'm not gonna get that one.
Thing sounds pretty tight when you're moving it. I hear it creaking.
Oh yeah, it is big time. But it has like silicone shock oil on the joints. So, NECA is actually like thinking ahead, like, oh, let's oil our shit up first.
It's not leaking out anywhere, is it?
No.
That's a problem I had with my Juggernaut from Diamond Select. For the first year I had it out of packaging, every time I turn around, I'd see some kind of shock oil or something leaking out of it, and I'd have to wipe it down all the time. It was weird. It was like literally for a whole year. Every time I turn around, it was just like if I articulated it in a different way, just to position it differently, I'd see stuff just start leaking out of it.
No, it's barely on. It's only on parts that are painted. Like right here. When in this joint right here, because it's a painted piece and an unpainted piece.
Yeah.
You'll see a little bit of shock oil right there, and it's very, very little.
And I was worried. I was like, man, what's going on with this damn Juggernaut? Because it was leaking for the better part of a year. Every time I articulated the arm in a different position, just to get in a different position, man, it was every time stuff started leaking out. But it stopped finally.
That's something we needed, like a new one of, a new Marvel Select Juggernaut.
Yeah, definitely. Get some double jointed elbows on that thing.
I mean, it can't move worth the hell, but that thing still holds up.
Yeah, you can't beat that sculpt and the paintwork on it.
Yeah, the sculpt is beautiful in that thing.
It's still my go-to Juggernaut, even though I have the BAFs. They're okay for what they are, for more like the comic baseline, but I don't know, that just
the KO one is better than the legit one.
Yeah, I have 2 of those KOs.
Yep, I got several of those.
I ordered one, and it said it got delivered, and it'd been like, I don't know, 2 or 3 days, and it wasn't like in my mailbox, and I was kind of getting concerned. And what happened was they delivered to my landlord's house next door, and then he had grabbed it, put it in the house, and figured he'd send it to me. They had a family emergency. He went out of state. So then I told him, I was like, hey, I never received it. So then they sent me out another one. And so then when he got back, he's like, oh, here's your figure, and I was like, oh, shit. And so I got 2. So I paid for 1, I got 2.
Nice.
That's good.
I wasn't going to complain.
Like the Age Apocalypse Sabretooth, Amazon sent me 2 when I ordered 1.
Yeah, I had that whole problem with the, because like it's weird how our units are set up. There's only 2 units in my house, so sometimes they'll deliver it downstairs. And what they did was they delivered it, and my neighbors downstairs were gone for a week, so they dropped it off downstairs on the bottom at their back door. So when I didn't get that Black Knight, I talked to Amazon. I was like, yeah, I didn't get it. And they're like, well, it said it was delivered. And I was like, well, I know you said it was delivered, but I went out front to look. I went on my back porch, it's not there. And I didn't even think about going downstairs to look. So they sent me out another one, so I got a free figure.
Nice.
Because then when I went out, a couple days later, I was like, oh, let me take the trash out. I went to go take the trash out. I was like, oh, it's an Amazon package. So I was like, oh, man, they sent it really fast. And then a couple days later, another one came in the mail. I was like, oh, okay.
Hey, Not So Super Mario. Yeah, the wash helps a lot with that. Focus, camera, focus.
That looks really good.
Yeah, it helps a lot.
Just that mouth, man, it kills me.
Yeah. With the Jean Grey, when they did that too, with like the Love Triangle 3-pack, I
Yeah.
painted over the teeth and made them red.
I don't have mine handy, or actually, I think I do.
I mean, it's not. I don't think it's as bad, but it's still pretty bad. Can't remember. There was 2 renditions on that Kitty Pride.
Oh, let me give you full screen.
So they had 2 versions of Kitty Pride. I can't remember. Was the hair was a different color? So I can't remember which one I got because they had the same thing, like with the variant with that Psylocke. So I got both of them with the black hair and the purple hair.
Oh, there it is. Oh, that's much better.
Oh yeah. You said Corey did that?
It looks blown out to me.
Yeah, yeah, it's definitely like with your image adjustments. Let me try turning your brightness down a little bit there.
You said Corey repainted that, right?
Yeah, let me turn this brightness down.
Did he do a full repaint on it? Or just the mouth?
Full repaint. Hair, eyes, head.
She's got brown hair now. And so the blonde, sandy blonde, for some reason they gave her.
Yeah, because there was 2 of them. The first initial batch was one color, and the second batch was a different color hair.
There we go.
There it is. Yeah, that looks much better.
But Kitty's my favorite X-Men, so it had to be handled.
Still gotta get me. Hopefully, they come out with a decent pirate version of her.
Did you ever see my custom one?
Yeah, you put that up there. I saw it. I was like, that's actually pretty damn badass. I think you put it up a couple weeks ago. You were showing us, and you even put the Band-Aid on her nose.
Oh yeah. I'm very happy with that outcome.
And a lot of people are like, how the hell did you get the Band-Aid? I was like, well, that's what happens when Marvel decides to screw up and make her not a mutant anymore, and she can't walk through the Cohen gates. Which I'm still kind of, I don't know, I fell off the X-Men comic line because it just went a little bit overboard for my taste, and it's gone in too many different directions for me. I can't keep up with it anymore, and I lost interest.
Oh, she was still a mutant.
Yeah, because they tried saying she wasn't a mutant, and then I don't know if they doubled back on that. I haven't kept up with it.
She was still a mutant. She just couldn't enter Krakoa.
So weird.
There were some mutants that couldn't enter.
Yeah, because I know that was something that the powers that be were changing up. Because I know initially when they were doing that run, it was supposed to be in 3 parts, and then the powers that be were like, "Oh, this is great. Let's just keep running with it." And I can't remember the artist that was, or the writer that was doing it. He's like, "No, I haven't." Huh?
It was Hickman.
Hickman, because he wanted to do it in a 3-part run, and then go in a different direction. But they just kept running it. They kind of killed it for me when they did that. But they always do that. They, the powers that be think they know what the hell's going on.
He set up a really good flow, a really good storyline, and he kind of left it up to them whether or not they wanted him to finish it or move on to something else. And then they had something else lined up for him, and then they pulled the rug out, and they were like, "Yeah, we don't need you for this other thing." And so he's like, okay, motherfuckers. And then he just went on to some other projects he was working on.
Yeah, hangs low. I like using the testers washes.
So he got burnt.
And oh, that's gonna be cool. That's what you're wanting to make too, Modesto, isn't it? I see a Bradley.
Yeah, I'm using the what you call it? Damn, what's that figure from? Damn, forgot that wrestler's name.
Bob Lashley.
Yeah, Bob Lashley. But the only thing is like since the arms are pinless, and I don't want to go through the process of sculpting those arm gauntlets on there.
Mm-hmm.
Probably just gonna have to drill it out and just make it pinned at the bottom portion, and then sculpt over it and make it pinless. Plus, the arms are too long on Bobby Lashley. If you put the Marvel Legends hands from Captain America on there, it's just too long a wrist. I gotta shorten it down by about 1/4 of an inch. Which means I'm probably gonna have to resculpt, make a new porthole. So I'll probably have to use green stuff so it's a little more pliable when you're plugging in the hands.
I'm so cross on whether or not to open this thing, because I really love the icons.
Are you on Card Collector or not?
No.
Well, then open it.
Well, the thing is, I could hold on to it for a while and probably turn a nice profit on it and just keep my icons. But at the same time, I don't know, because I like Harley a lot and I have a lot of her figures, but I don't need two of the same kind of Harley Quinn.
It's like me, even though everything I have is on card, I always open them up just to be able to make sure that there's nothing I got to fix or repair, extra flashing. Luckily, with the last set, I got that 3-pack. There wasn't a whole lot of flashing or anything on it, but just lollipop syndrome and crappy sculpting using an old buck single jointed elbows. Oh, and bad legs on Jubilee. I'm half tempted to use a wash if I can find a good wash to use on Ford so I can get his skin a little darker. It shouldn't be that pale.
Let's see.
They have.
The Adrian said, "Keep it sealed. The Icons Harley is great."
Yeah, see, that's.
It's hard to top that Icons Harley.
I agree, and I like the darker red.
My only group with Icons Harley, I didn't buy more than one. That one's one I wish I bought multiples of, just to be safe in case that never happens to it.
And keeps her closer in line to Batgirl from my icons. I don't like to pose them together. I like to put Batgirl like posing with her, doing a selfie in front of her bike and stuff, and have Harley behind her, like photobombing her.
Yeah, I wish I bought that Batgirl.
It's great. It's a great figure. It's expensive as hell now.
Grail is expensive too.
Oh yeah, I have her too. I don't have the dark side, but I got my hands on Grail.
I passed on it because they made that dark side so freaking big.
Is that the one that he came with his daughter?
Yeah.
Yeah, my buddy bought that one. He loves it, but he did say that he's a little bit too big.
You can always change his size, but damn.
Yeah. Well, technically, Darkseid's body is not really his body. What we see, it's basically an avatar.
It's a big boy.
So our milk chimed in.
Hey, how you doing? Hmm.
Been waiting on this guy for a while.
Wait on that box set for that damn that 5 box set with Strife and all these other figures come in. I think that's coming in next month as well.
That
Really?
one box set's come down, gotten cheaper now. That one with the Razorback.
Yep.
I know 2 or 3 people that have already got that box set.
Yeah, mine's slotted for April because I'm getting that in April. I'm getting the Banshee 3-pack with Gambit and Psylocke next month, and then my Outback Rogue as well. And then I'm done for a while. Well, then I got that terrible wave with Chad.
Huh.
I think that's slotted for end of April, beginning of May when I get that.
Like,
which I'm not a huge fan of. I think I'm gonna have to do something with that.
His Strife box set. No, Anthony's Customs got his, and he didn't get one sooner from like Hasbro or anything because they won't send him anything.
Oh yeah, he blasts them all the time.
Definitely no friend of the show.
Oh yeah. Well, that's what I like about him. He's not gonna pull any punches. He's not a fanboy.
I just like to hear him complain. I think I'm banned right now, unfortunately.
You're banned on his
If you ever see Eric Harker post on his channel, actually no, I'm not banned. I just watched one today. I like to post because he sounds exactly like Garfield. So I like to post something about, anytime he posts anything on Monday, I like to, post that, like, no wonder, and he has like a negative review. I'm like, no wonder you hated this. You reviewed it on a Monday. Like, it's something like just the same tired ass, like, lines over and over again. He'll ban me, and I'll talk to him. And I'll be like, dude, you need to chill. Because, like, I'm friends with Bill and Billy has said something to him a couple times. Like, hey, man, he's just an idiot. Just unban him.
Is he like shadow banning you or just banning you?
He'll ban me for like 30 days or something, a couple weeks. And if he forgets, I'll, like, message him.
Love-hate relationship, huh?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. He's ridiculous.
All right. Well, I'll get it.
So it's all that matters when I see something I want.
I think he got it. Loose Collector got it. Or not Loose Collector, MCU Collector got it. There's a few people that got it already, and they've reviewed them. I've looked at the figures. I only really wanted it for Pretty Boy, really. I mean, Strife, I'll take it. I already have the original Strife, but the only difference between that one and this one is a little bit of a paint scheme, and then the head sculpt is better.
Yeah. MCU Collector got it from CMD store.
Yeah, he does CMD and Snowman up in Canada as well a lot.
Snowman? I've never even heard of that one.
Yeah, it's a Snowman. Let me see. I have to see if I can pull it up because I have it on my profile. Because he goes through a lot of the Canadian guys up there. So let's see. Snowman. Where is it at? Shoot. Yeah, it's is it? I think it's Toy Snowman.
CMD charges an arm and a leg.
Yeah, that's where I got my Silver Surfer, the darker version. I got 2 of those from CMD. The fallen one.
Yeah. I don't know where I got mine.
All right. Is this true? The strife is they modified to be pinless?
I think so.
So they told new legs and arms for him?
I think they did, yeah. And then they painted up the section of the torso is now painted in that kind of like bluish color and a brand new head sculpt.
Huh.
Adrian says second favorite Harley is the DC Collectibles Bombshell. That is.
Oh, that's a good one.
Huh. I never noticed that they went pinless with it.
I like
think
that
they did.
Batwoman too. The bomb, the the one with the actual bat. There, she's softball. That one's really cool.
So let me see. I'm pulling up images for him. I'm pretty sure he is pinless, but I have to take a look.
That's pretty cool if they went through that effort to make a pinless strife.
Yep, I'm looking at it right now. He's pinless.
Huh.
Yeah, pinless arms, pinless legs, new head sculpt. I think there might be a little bit more texturing to the cape as well. And then just a little bit of blue paint because he has blue paint on his ab crunch, and then half his legs are in that blue from, which is more comic accurate. But yeah, he's pinless.
Just changing her lip color helps a lot.
And the head sculpt is a lot better, definitely. It's actually reflects the comic how it was when can't remember the story arc, but when he killed Professor X.
AOA.
No, not AOA. It's when Strife was pretending to be Cable. Can't remember which story.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I like that head sculpt.
Yeah, that one. He's got a way more flared out head sculpt. But the only bad thing is when you articulate the head down, the points that come down from his chin area, luckily it's pliable, but they bend. So it's one of the disadvantages. So when you bend his head all the way down, they're going to bend. They missed an opportunity to make a damaged Strife head. Yeah. Wish they would have given him an alternate head sculpt, like just a regular Cable head sculpt, without the earpiece thingy. That way you can put that on there.
Yeah.
So did they miss the opportunity to make one, or did they nail the opportunity to not make one?
Well, they nail it on either side of the spectrum on the average. They do or they don't.
To them, they nailed it. Like, hell yeah, we didn't have to make that.
Yeah, I pretty much only wanted the box set. Well, I wanted Random really bad, but he's too small, and that lipstick on him, I don't know, it's just killing me. Every time I do all the lipstick, every time I see these figures, male figure lipstick, all I keep seeing is, it's like Silence of the Lambs when he's putting lipstick on his face.
Oh, Falcon. Oh, no.
Oh, would you
Falcon is really bad.
Oh, no.
Would you random me?
Would you duke me? Duke me hard. Oh, man.
Yeah, I know Dom says he wants that. He'd like to turn that Pretty Boy into a Silvermane. Just put the Silvermane head on it, which would actually work. Only bad thing is it doesn't have that translucent, not translucent, but the open window cavity for the chest. I guess you could mod that, and if you put some silicone in there and don't bubble it up, you might be able to work it out.
Yeah. MCU Moon Knight cape sold out in 4 hours and 40 minutes.
Nice.
How many orders you get?
It was only 15 of them. That's all I could do in a week.
Yeah, it looks really good.
It's getting there. A little bit. It's a little better than what she was. You got any of that tattoo paint?
That stuff's hard to find, man.
Taco paint.
Yeah, it was one of our guys comes on and he misspelled what's that, Tamiya, and he put Taku, and I was going bonkers for 20 minutes trying to find Taku paint. I mean, I was Googling the hell out of it. I was on my laptop while I was on the stream, and I was like, I can't find it. What the hell is Taku paint? And I was like, let me try changing up the damn, spelling, and let me try putting, a little asterisk here. Maybe it's like abbreviated. Nothing. Turns out it was, it was a misspelling. It drove me bonkers.
Oof.
It's Tamiya, not Taku.
Let's trademark taco paint.
Dominic says, hook it up, Modesto. I tried, brother. It's harder to find in testers. Have you opened up that box set yet? Your Mojo box set yet, or no?
Not yet.
It's decent. Yeah, I can't complain outside of that Wolverine, even though it's my favorite X-Men character. It drives me freaking bonkers that they put that damn thing in there.
I figured like all their next few X-Men box sets, I figured all of their the ones that came out were all gonna have be 4 packs, and they were all gonna have X babies in them.
Don't give them any ideals.
I was really surprised when it wasn't. It was a full-on I couldn't believe I was wrong scenario.
I don't know. X babies thing shouldn't even be a thing with regular figures. So they even did that with the 3 by 3 3/4 inch line when they had the 3-pack with Longshot, Rogue, and Wolverine. They put X baby Cyclops in that pack. And there was no articulation. It was just a little rubber figure.
What's weird is that line did really well, and they still canned it.
A lot of people still love that universe, the universe line. We got confusing too there for a while, and they changed the name to both of them are Marvel Legends. So you got Marvel Legends 3 3/4 inch, Marvel Legends 6 inch.
When I started getting back into collecting, that's what I started. I was at 3 3/4 inch line, and I have a whole box full of them. And I need to get rid of them because I'm not going to do anything with them. It's mostly X-Men, a few other figures, but I think I got like 30 figures.
They're worth quite a bit. They keep going up.
Yeah, and they're all still on card. They haven't been opened up or nothing. Only bad thing is like the Red Hulk. The Red Hulk one, the glue came off the clamshell, so I'm gonna have to try to glue it back as best I can without it looking like it's been glued back in place because it just fell off.
Acetone. That's the way those people make custom Hot Wheels.
Yeah.
Put the unlaminated like Hot Wheels, like with the cardboard back. They'll put acetone on the back, and it softens the glue up, and the bubble comes off. And the same way, you put the acetone on the bubble, and you put it back on, it glues back together. Check out there should be some tutorials on YouTube about that.
Yeah.
And they go through the steps of how you do that.
I have to pull that up because that's the only one that the clamshell fell off of was the Red Hulk. Because once they started getting a little bit better, because the initial line, when they first took over the line, Hasbro was kind of like, well, I don't know. It's bigger figures. They're going to take up a lot of real estate. You know, I was kind of still in the whole nostalgia with the 3 3/4 inch from like, back in the day when I used to collect Joes and stuff. So I was like, oh,
yeah,
I'll get back into that. And then after a while, they just started getting a little bit better and better. I'm like, well, I'm going to have to go into the 6-inch line. And now I am out of real estate. I've got half my closet shelf on the top is full. On the bottom, it's full. A couple of drawers in my damn chest are full. The back of the couch, I bought 2 tote bins and they're full. And there's stuff on the bookshelf in the dining room or in the living room area.
Dominic, they were $35 plus $3.50 shipping on my website, but they sold out 7 minutes ago.
That's Hulk Smash.
Yeah. Hank Solo said maybe they'll add a Captain Marvel action figure with every figure. Jesus. With extra big feet. Great. It's the last thing we need. What's a Brie Larson big feet with every figure?
He asked, what am I selling the capes for?
See, Dominic says, "Hey, now I get to be the one doing it. Family. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Family, 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 family.
Why did you make me do this?
Oh, man. Get me another beer in because I'm going to need it for tomorrow. I got a damn ops meeting tomorrow.
We'll probably call it quits at 3 hours tonight.
Oh, yeah. 2:48. We're getting there.
Yeah. I'm getting close to being done with for what I'm going to do for now and keep rad.
Yeah, Dominic sent a smiley face.
I wonder what happened to Gobi tonight. He never sent me a message.
Just left you hanging. Now you get to hold it over his head. If he doesn't check the stream before you post it, you're like, No one else showed up, man. It was just me all night.
Their little one's been having health issues, so
Oh, no.
he gets fussy. It's hard to get him to go to bed sometimes. Oh, I didn't know you were going.
Yeah, stupid back button. Oh, and Dominic said hashtag the juggernaut.
And DaGobi got lost looking for taco paint. Before we go, we can pull up the hill chargers for a moment. Well, the Happy Halloween, whatever.
Yeah, I saw that link he sent earlier. It was actually pretty cool. The 49s. You said he put the square lights on there, right?
Yep.
So I saw the one because it looked like the circular lights were tab ends.
Yep, that's what I recommended to him. It's like, if you're going to do just one tail light, I would do the 69 to 70, since 3 of the cars you're making should have that tail light.
Yep. Wish you put a stagger set on the for an option. That'd be nice.
Oh yeah.
Have the fats in the front and the skinnies in the front.
I recommended to him too, like maybe we were talking about like different wheels and stuff. He didn't want to do like too many different options for wheels to keep the cost down on molding, which is understandable.
Right.
But I told him, look, possibility, do upgrade kits later on where people change the wheels out.
Exactly. Because I don't know, I prefer an aggressive profile. An old school muscle car, you got the 22s in the back. It gives it an aggressive profile.
A little better.
Yep.
After it dries real well, I'll hit a little bit of dull coat on it so I can do the little more shading with the pastels. All right.
Wade Create chimed in. Said, "What's up, fellas?"
Oh, camera went blurry. Oh. I did the stream early, so now I'm annoying you guys in the chat. Let's see. Let's pull up the Happy Halloween.
So he never hit you up or anything today, DaGobi?
No, I sent him the picture. He asked me where we can pre-order the car, and I told him like it's going to be on their website probably at the end of the month.
Damn it, Bobby.
Oh, and they got a. Let's see.
Wade Create said, "What's family for?"
This one's my favorite of the wave so far. It's the lady.
Family.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. That is nice.
What figure is that?
She's like, let's see. This is Lady Averona. And she
Is that from the Amazon line?
No, this is from the this is Mythic Legions.
Oh, okay.
That's cool.
Yeah, this one's really nice. Has the demonic eyes.
Nope.
Family.
Okay.
Yeah, don't forget about that.
All right. Let's look at the car. Share screen. They got details on like the order of the car too. Full screen layout. Currently, let's see. Current and likely marketing for the Halloween of the car as such will be offered in 4 different styles to choose from. The version GR, FF, BL, and GL. From left to right, respectively, seen in the render here. You got the Ghost Rider, the Fast and Furious, Blades, and the General Lee. The Ghost Rider version will have an option to add flame effects for those who want to. The version of the Ghost Rider, which I'm assuming add means extra cost for the flames.
Yep.
For the General Lee, you'll get a separate sticker sheet to add decos to the roof and the doors of the car. Fast and Furious and Blade will come as is. There's nothing extra for those because they're already complete cars.
Yep.
Due to the encouraging response, we'll prepare to put out a pre-order pages on our website, hopefully by the end of the next week, and final prototyping to show off early April. Today's April. Please share this. And price will typically be $200 car early bird pricing on our website. The website will be 30% off, which will be $175. $175 is not bad at all.
No, it's not. Considering it's going to be battery powered as well for the lights.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, it's USB, right?
I think he's going to have an option for do USB.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, USB. So because I think Dominic was saying, yeah, we could use it as a nightlight.
You got some prototype pictures of the car.
Oh, you even got people in the back seat.
You can even put a figure in the back seat. Folding seats.
It looks like on that wheel well area, you can swap out the tires if you wanted to. Almost like a plug-in port.
Mm-hmm.
Look, and you don't lift off the top and he's dangling from it.
Yeah, definitely better than that Ghost Rider offering out of HasLab.
Yeah. And like the different engine options too.
Yeah.
And it looks like a real Charger. Hasbro didn't even bother to even talk to Dodge.
Yeah, because they got the body lines right where they should be.
There's the wheels and tires. Now, hopefully, we get optional wheels and tires for it later on, or at least look for wheels. Because myself, I would love to be able to customize my cars a little bit too.
Yeah.
This is fine for what they're wanting to do. They want the flame effects for the wheels. So the flames up, we'll see in a picture here in a second. That's a nice dash too. The door panels look nice.
And he's even got the, was that the hand crank for the window?
Oh, yep. And we got the proper rectangular lights for the 69 to 70 model Chargers.
Dual pipes. They're actually spaced, not squeezed together.
Mm-hmm. And here are the blades taillight section.
Yeah, so you can plug and port. That's actually a smart move on his part.
So this whole taillight section can be replaced when they're assembling the car.
Mm-hmm.
That way they got LEDs on both versions. And plenty of trunk space. We can stick extra figures in the back for some reason. You got the push bar from the General Lee. So there's the different hubcap piece that for the plugging the flames on.
Oh, okay. That's actually a smart move on his part. Have an overlay piece.
Yep.
That actually looks way better than what they had. Only problem is, you can't roll it.
Right. Unless
it's got that rotor in it.
Yeah.
I would be perfectly okay with that thing not rolling and then it not rolling off of a shelf.
That too. But these could totally be spinners too, though.
Well, maybe we should tell them to put in a parking brake on it.
Right.
Which I think it would. Yeah. Well,
I like it.
I like it too. There's the flame that plugs onto the supercharger.
Well, it looks like the heat miser got stuck in the damn.
Supercharger's having a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, the heat miser got sucked into it.
That's such a good looking engine too. It's realistic looking.
Yeah, I like it.
I wonder if they're going to have a separate belt. So there's no belt.
Yeah, because I noticed that it doesn't have a belt on there. It'd be smart if you put a rubber overlay belt on there.
Mm-hmm.
Currently running negative pounds of boost.
Well, you don't want to run it off the shelf, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, we're going back to the same pictures. And here's the sound effects.
Oh, it's got sound effects too?
Yep.
Oh, that's a burnout if I've ever heard one. Damn. Considering the price point, you get the LEDs, sound effects, and all that stuff. That's way, way better than HasLab.
Yep. There's a scale picture.
Jeez. That's nice.
I think it's going to be. Yeah. And that's for their mask vehicle. Parts count on that thing's heavy.
Oh, yeah.
They're doing 3 different Master Universe movie heads.
Is that Dolph Lundgren?
Yep. Because they couldn't get the license rights for the movie, and
Right.
they were doing the William Stout collection, what they called it.
Yeah. Man, that last head sculpt on the right, man, that's kind of wide jaw.
It's for the Origins figure. It's like an Origin
Yeah,
style.
it kind of has to be
Yeah.
in order to fit the scheme.
Which may order those too. You can get, I think they're $33 to get all 3.
Oh, it's not all for all 3?
All 3 of those heads, yeah.
Jeez, that's cheap as hell. I mean, normally you go on like eBay or something, it's 33 just for 1 unpainted. You get 3 unpainted for 33.
Yep.
That's a deal.
No, they're going to be fully painted.
Oh, Jesus, never mind. That's a steal.
Yeah. Well, here. I think it's 33.
Let me see. I'll run through these comments real quick. So Harker, Sector 2813 said fire Harker. Dominic said F and right, nightlight. Dominic said 3 words rhyme, and I wasn't trying. Which one does I need a car use for promos? Bodies in the trunk. Yeah, it's mafia style. Looks sick for sure. Nice jet in the back as well. Like a pissed off hairdryer. Yeah, that's a good rendition. Good way to call it. Pissed off hairdryer.
Yeah, before shipping, you can get all 3 of those heads painted, ready to go on your figure for $33.
Jesus.
You can pick it. Each one of them's $15, or you buy all 3 for $33. It's like $15.90 for each, or get all 3 for $33. Why would you not buy all 3?
Exactly. Bundle them together and save on money there.
Yeah.
Are you sure that's painted for that price?
Pretty sure.
Is all 3 for $33 painted is a bit bonkers.
Detailed sculpted heads, eyes looking forward, fits Mattel Masterverse. That's the way they're supposed to come. They're like this right here.
Huh.
Yeah, because normally if they're not painted, they have to put that in the description. It's unpainted head sculpts.
Yep. Alrighty.
Figure. So,
I think that's good for the night.
yep.
All right, my friends. I think we'll come to the end of another show. Trimmed it down to only 3 hours tonight.
Oh, that's it.
But everybody in the chat, thank you for coming out, hanging out with us tonight. And a lot of people
thank you.
in the chat again. If you want to contact anybody that's been on the show, we got the contact information in the description down below. I got Harker's, Dom's, and everybody's contacts down there. And Don and Dom and DaGobi's down there too, even though he didn't show on us.
Oh, man.
Damn it, Bobby.
I hope his little one's doing all right. That's usually what happens when he don't show up. He's not
Yeah.
feeling good.
Yeah.
Have a good one, Wade. Party on, Wade. All right. I'm going to try to get I'm getting things ready for the tutorial and the chroming stuff. Hopefully I get that out this week. And I got a few reviews. I want to review that bazooka. I put them back in the box. I took them out just to check things. So people were like saying there's something issue with the legs or something other. But they're gung-ho legs. I don't see how there can be anything wrong with them. So, but anyway, remember to like, share, comment, subscribe. And we'll catch y'all next time. Oh, sorry. What was you going to say? We're still live. I didn't mean to cut you off. Yeah. Everybody have a good night.
Have a good one, everybody.
Later.